And the one time I don't remember everything that happened. Well, last time, as I remember, Marcus was gay, and that's the only thing important of note that happened.
Wow.
Okay, now, so we finally did manage to kill that Hedrah, cut off his head, gave the magic cart over to the wizard. Well, I mean, is there a female term for wizard?
Witch.
Is it just wizard? What am I thinking there is?
It's witch. It is literally witch.
Thought. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
all right.
witch.
Gave it back to the witch. We had goo-wrenching adventures with Elsie, trying to convince her not to cause the Goomageddon, and also trying to get her into a more humanized form. And then this is the part where you help me.
Then you guys left.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
then we went on a journey, and there were some bandits. We met them and talked them down successfully, but then we were ingraciously interrupted by a horde of undead, which we fought off pretty successfully until it turned out that there were like
Wasn't
a
that
couple
2
hundred more of
sessions?
those fuckers.
Yes.
No,
That was
it
two
was,
sessions.
was that? Fuck it, then I'm shutting up again.
So yeah, you guys killed the Hydra, you took its body parts to the witch, and then spent some time hanging out at the tower, went back to Karnthal to pick up your peeps, and then started the trek down the road to, I believe, Cleona's village, then the Lizard Temple, then Casternax.
We got a lot of places to go.
Yep. But before we do that, the very last thing that happened last session, that sort of cut it early, was that you guys rolled an encounter on the encounter table.
Oh, right, fuck.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yes. And so, we return to our hero's journey as our intrepid heroes are making their way south on this road. And they come around a long bend and see about 250 yards down the road. There's several figures on the bridge, one of which is much larger than the others, easily twice the size of a man. They all seem to be talking amongst themselves, maybe even arguing or possibly fighting. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of yelling and gesticulating. What would you like to do?
Well, question.
Mm-hmm.
When you say like twice the size, are we talking like height or width? Because
Yes.
it said twice the width of both. Okay.
Well, twice the relative
And,
width. This is a quite rotund individual.
They're also very tall.
Do they look...
okay.
Very
For a
tall and
moment there,
very
I
fat.
thought like, wait, are we gonna meet the fucking?
Yeah. The
Master
actual
of
challenge
Corpulence?
here is that they've wedged themselves between the railings on the bridge, and you need to get the jaws of life out.
Are we talking like over 10 feet tall?
Probably a little over 10 feet tall, yeah. Not by a whole lot.
Do I recognize what
Oh.
they are or anything about or know anything about them? I hadn't meant to hit click history, but we can call that a whatever a knowledge check is.
I think someone's going to need to get a little closer first. You can't quite tell what they are.
Maybe
Uh,
we should bring us over
troll?
to the encounter map.
Ogre? Giant? It could
Yeah,
be one
some
of
sort
giant.
of ogre, giant, troll, something of that nature, for sure.
Are we supposed to be on the encounter map?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Should
Let's
be
go
on the
close.
world
We
map.
have to
we
go
get
this way
closer,
anyway.
unless we get closer, we won't have the encounter. So
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
might as well trigger it.
I ain't drawing a
I mean-
150-yard map. No thanks.
I mean, he's down the road, so we might as well.
Okay.
We're gonna need to the bridge anyway, so because the river.
Oh shit! What if it's a troll? No, it's
Thank
not
you.
ugly enough.
Oh,
What
It's not ugly enough.
Yeah.
Trolls are supposed to be ugly, right? That's not racist.
I mean, trolls are ugly, but
oh,
Oh, it's the
Oh.
ogre matron again. Didn't we fight this one before?
Oh.
you fought a
No,
large,
we fought
rotund
a
ogre.
a
wine.
similar one. Didn't it
Oh.
have the crown of happy thoughts that's being worn by Frida?
Yes.
You can do it, Frida.
Right.
Yeah, so you see,
ogres.
now that you're a little bit closer, there is a gang of tall, brutish greenskins who are scattered across the bridge. They seem to be having a rather intense argument amongst each other and with this huge, towering, probably like 10.5 foot tall ogre female with...
What language?
they are currently
What
speaking
language?
Giantish.
I don't have that language.
Oh, angry Russians.
Yes, you
Please
do.
tell us your...
Oh yeah,
That's
you
what
do. Yeah,
mentors.
sorry. I
Yeah.
forget.
Lol.
I forget. Angry Russian. Okay, so Zanza will actually, since it's Angry Russian, Zanza will actually step up and go, Suka Bliat!
Oh, hang on. What do they say? Why don't you find out what they're
What
saying
is-
first?
Well,
instead
hold
of
on, it's too late.
interrupting them?
Zanza's just wandered on up.
Zanza's gonna come over and say hello nicely.
Yeah,
That's just-
the argument stops almost mid-beat, and all of them sort of like, huh, what? Huh? And look over to you.
Hi!
One of the greenskins sort of looks around as if confused and then says, hello,
How are you this fine day?
lost.
Oh,
And then another one of them says, don't tell him that!
is that what you were arguing about? Maybe we can help you with giving directions.
And another one, this time all the way across the bridge, yells, we're not lost! And the
Right,
one you're
right.
talking to turns around and says, yes, we are!
Alright. I think I know the solution here. Obviously, you're not lost, but I can help you affirm the direction you're going into. How's that?
Okay. And
Now.
the one standing next to him says, but we're not lost.
Exactly. Now, Zanza will step forward up to, I guess, the ogre matron.
Yeah, she
Now,
hasn't said
how may-
anything to you, but she'll sort of look far, far down towards you.
Now, how may I help affirm your direction?
Alright. She says something in a language I doubt you speak. Let me take a look at what you got on your sheet.
I only have the 3. Actually, because it didn't save. But giant. Those are the 3.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she says something you don't understand, and then another one of them takes a couple steps forward and
Oh,
says,
you didn't bother.
Mom says we're going to the big explosion in the sky.
Oh,
They all murmur in
that
agreement.
place. Here, give me a second to talk amongst my friends. And Zenza will walk back. And he'll go
Buddy
to...
hop.
Yeah, he'll bunny hop back over and he'll go to the group. It's like, hey, these are people also going towards the crater. Should we tell them where
Oh.
it is?
Well, here's the thing. Why are they going there?
Zanza shrugs. I didn't ask
Why
it,
else would they be going there?
but everything else that's been going there was rather hostile, so
Yes,
fine,
well, you can
so-
talk to these ones, though.
fair enough. I'll go ask. And Zanza will hop back over.
I think it's obvious why they're going. I don't know why we need to ask.
Not to be rude, but I was wondering why you want to go to that place, the explosion in the sky.
The ogre will say something again, and what appears to be her son will say, magic. Lots of magic. Mom wants it.
I mean, yes, but also a whole bunch of other creatures want it. That place is dangerous. We've been there.
Well, we're strong. Fight 'em off.
I mean, I suppose. Still a healthy risk. Here, let me go back with my friends. They should have maps to figure out where to go. And Zanza will go back and go, yeah, they want to go there because of the magic there. They apparently
of course
want
they
it.
do.
Sure, but there's like 100 people there, and that's 6 people.
There's about 200 dwarves and unknown number of monsters that are already over there.
I mean, I told them it was dangerous. They said
Sure,
they were strong.
but did you give them like? Oh, yeah, I guess they might not be. They might not be particularly good on numbers.
I didn't give them exact numbers, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, if you can try and translate, like, just how fucked they'd be if they went, that might be a good idea. Otherwise, give them the direction, and then it's no skin off our back if, some mercenaries make extra money off of these guys. I mean,
Why
it's
do
kind
we
of a
not
shit show,
simply
but
take care of them?
I mean,
we could do. But
they
at
don't
the same
seem-
time, I mean, they haven't really aggressed us, like, at all. And it doesn't sound like they want to do an aggressing themselves.
I mean, they could be. Orc adventurers. We go for magical items. Doesn't mean we have to kill people when we get there.
I'm just gonna look at you guys like you grown second heads. They're
So,
I mean, normally I'm not the kind of person who says this kind of thing, but they're kind of ogres.
sure, but also they appear to just, like, be lost. It's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of endearing, if I'm a little bit honest.
I'll go back and ask one more question.
Yeah, just see if they're actually prepared to, like, fight hundreds of dwarves.
Yeah, Zanza will go back and go, my friends just want to give you a warning. There are hundreds of monsters flocking down there. It's very dangerous. Are you sure you can handle them all?
The ogre matron laughs and throws her head back, and her great big belly sort of jiggles obscenely, and a couple of the greenskins do as well, and the one who's been translating for her will say, "We've killed many people. We be fine. We be strong."
All right, then. One last question. The dwarves there, they're the ones who actually made the magical explosions, and they're going to build a city there to rest down and settle down. What are you going to do to them? I mean, they wouldn't have any real reason to aggress you, but let's say if they don't want to let you into the city.
They look mystified for a moment, and the half-breed will say, "What city?"
Oh, there's no city yet, but they plan to build one there.
Oh, we make city instead. Great camp.
I bet there's enough land to create a small camp at least, but it wouldn't really be fair since they're the ones who made the crater.
Well, then we'll take it.
But that would be wrong.
Not if we can take it.
I see the logic in this. All right, give me one more second. I'm going to go get the maps from my friends. And Zanza will go back and say...
Hold on. Before you move away here, let's put you back. Here. Now, are you saying this in good faith, or are you trying to deceive these ogres?
Zanza's at this point trying to lie.
Alright, I would like you to roll a deception check.
Fair enough. Let's see how well the little bunny can lie. You know what?
Well, you got inspiration if you want.
Let's spin that inspiration. Not helping much.
Well, let's have us a peek here at these fellas' stats.
What is their insight?
Yeah, what's their insight?
Hopefully not a... Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Off to a good start, guys.
Well, this is...
Welcome back to Sav&D. 19s and 20s all day, every day.
Fuck y'all. God damn it.
Alright.
Hey man, I used inspiration. It's not even my fault. Savin just rolls like hot fire.
So, yeah, the ogre matron turns around and says something to her son, and the two up at the front of the bridge sort of close ranks a bit and heft up their axes, and the one who's been translating says, "Hey, I ain't going nowhere."
I got you for 3 minutes.
I mean, of course I can give you directions now, but they wouldn't be as good.
Tell us where the crater is.
Zanza nods and goes, "Okay, crater is," and he jumps in the river.
When it jumps in the river, you can literally jump across over them.
Boing.
You have
I mean, I
movement
can,
speed.
but I was trying to figure out how much Savin would let me get away with. Because I think if I start trying to run towards them, then initiative is going to trigger. So I'm just going to try to take the quickest and safest, and then roll initiative. And then if I get high, I can run away.
All right.
Okay, so
Which I'm not
initiative
going
time.
damn it, I didn't have my
apparently
character.
we're off to a good fucking start as usual. I'm fucking bad.
Oh boy.
Well,
Yep, it's
alright, there we go.
it's one of
Now
those
I'm on the
days,
board.
boys.
Now I'm on the board. No, it's fine.
Jesus.
I actually got an 8. An 8.
But not gonna lie,
Jesus.
guys. This kind of feels like the old days, which kind of makes me feel like maybe we're on the wrong here. But I'll do what you chubs, feel like is right.
Well, I mean, I think a bunch of ogres want to fight everyone that's a dwarf, and now kind of want to smash Zanza for not having information straight away. But call it just a hunch. Really, I'm mostly picking up sukas and blats.
It sounds like they've just been angrily arguing at each other, anyways.
I'm just
Unclear.
I'm
But
just
it sounds like that
imagining-
during a discussion.
You may have been convincing them to take a bath before heading over to the dwarves to improve their, diplomatic relations. Not 100% sure.
Fucking hell. Jesus, Snagglepuss, fuck. Look at that. Look at those fucking
Hey, I mean, that
rolls.
19 is Annika, so I mean, come on.
Yeah, so...
It does. I
you
mean, it
pick
works both ways. I mean,
Kinathis,
Savin's
you
NPC.
Yeah, yippee fucking yay, the level 2.
Yeah, I know, the level 2 witch is like, oh.
Hey.
She's got a bunch of saved up experience, though, for leveling once she sees her
Can she-
ancestor.
Do NPCs gain EXP on a different rate than PCs?
Yes.
Because if not,
Yes,
oh, they do.
while they're more than 2 levels below you, they get at least double XP, if not more.
Cool.
Still would take them a while.
So what you're saying is she can do like magic missiles at these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. She does in fact have
Probably.
chromatic orbs,
That's
and
that's okay.
yeah, I think seeing some Orogs raise their axes and Zanza leap off the
Orogs.
bridge. Annika's going to tumble off the side of the cart here and let loose a chromatic orb. Pew! And miss.
Gosh, Sierra, I really
She
hope we don't
stumbled
get
too
fireballed
drastically.
over here by that matron who might know how to cast spells.
Look, I am unwilling to see my companions fireballed again. Oh, it goes before us. Cool.
So, good question. Do any of us have counterspell?
Yes, I've got counterspell. It's fine, but it's still
Okay.
annoying to use it.
I know. But either that or maybe Ira and Oscar both die again. I'm sorry, Oscar.
If
It's
she
just
runs
this...
20 feet away, though, I can't. But it's fine. I'm sure she won't do that.
Alright, so Zanza.
Yo.
The one
Whoops.
female Orog in the group, who is standing over by the brush here, is going to whisper a mystical word,
Yep.
and then she's going to plug you with a couple of good old-fashioned longbow arrows.
Nope, someone got marked.
Yep.
Hunter's mark.
Pew, pew.
One of those misses, and for the one that hit,
Mm-hmm.
where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Ooh,
All
I catch
you
it.
hear is Kenshiro. What's up?
Alright. So you catch it as it flies towards you in the water, just chuck it away. And she'll curse and hiss and move back a little bit. Ogre Matron.
No, wait. I have more. I think I would have more dex than her. Or is that not a thing? I forget
That is
rule.
not a thing, but you know what? I think that's fair. She is large and cumbersome, so little bunny, you can go first.
All right. Now, just because that scout casted magic, and I don't know what they're going to be up to, Zanza's gonna swim on over and whack at the half-breed scout.
All right. So do remember that swimming
running
is
on water.
double movement, right?
Oh, all right then. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so if that's double movement, then I can get to like right here out the pool. So instead, I will go this way. 10, 15. So that's like 30 feet of movement. So I'll go right here. Spin my 2 key for electric blade. I'm gonna whack this guy just because he's right there.
All right.
Boop and boop. 14 hit.
Let's find out. It sure does.
Awesome.
These guys are not AC tanks. So,
And that is
8 and 6 is 14 and 17. Boom, boom. 2 solid hits.
then, because I still got some movement, let's move over here. The rest of my 30.
Meow.
So speedy. Alright, the Ogre Matron. Stomp, 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 stomp. Will come up to here. She will...
Oh, the bridge collapses. Falls in water.
Yeah, unfortunately there's a lovely troll that takes care of this bridge, so, you know. Instead,
Troll.
she is going to hurl a javelin at you. She'll pull one of these great big, like, ballista bolts off her back. She will hurl one at you. Phew.
Oh, god damn it.
Right. And the other she will hurl at, I think she will just hurl it right at Marcus's feet. Just plants it there and it quivers, or at Lassie's feet, I guess. As a sort of like, you stay out of this gesture.
You know what? Just because I never use it, I'll spend a key point and hurl it back.
Okay. So how does this work?
Let me look real quick. I think I have to actually make an attack roll again.
Is Zanza going to 1v1 all of the half ogres?
And there's a non-zero chance he could do it, but...
Deflect missile.
Deflect missiles. You can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with a weapon as part of the same reaction. You make it with proficiency, and the missile counts as a monk weapon.
Awesome. So
Oh shit.
So I just make my proficiency
Dex.
Plus dex. Yep. And it'll do whatever your martial arts die is.
So I should just use fist.
Yeah, pretty much. It'll be the exact same result.
Nice.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
yeah, you sure hit. Alright, so you just spin around and hurl the ballista bolt back at her, and it grazes across her thick hide. She scowls, points a finger at you, and the boys go to town.
Do they believe that red ones go faster?
They might just.
How fast were those two guys? That was
Very
35
fast.
feet.
How red are those guys?
5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 30.
Big
That's
acceleration.
30. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright, so this guy's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Get behind Mama, and he's gonna huck a couple of hand axes at probably Kreshia? These will be
What's
at
that?
disadvantage.
Amazon.
Yep, total miss.
Okay, cool. Just sort of bat out of the way with Curie. Stop it.
Alright, and so yeah, these greenskins just hurl themselves forward with bestial fury that carries them into your presence with remarkable speed and savagery.
Hey, can't they get the Marcus special since technically his reach is anywhere on this fucking horse?
Yeah, I guess Marcus can make an oppie.
It's 10 feet anywhere when he's Marcus man.
Yep.
Especially when he's on his fucking mount.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Oh, sweet.
I'm sorry I said anything.
Classic return to
Oh
form
my
here.
god. No.
10 Adjathas out of 10.
I'm really not sure we should be doing this. She kind of want. Oh boy, kind of bubbling.
You just like bumble your spear and barely catch it back. And Kreshia.
Oh wow.
Sure. I think because I'm so sick of my horse getting injured. I'm gonna have Tout disengage while I hop off, and I'm gonna just karate stab this guy in his fucking face hole.
All right.
I'm not blade singing, but I can just attack twice instead because that's great. Swing. 22-17.
Sure are both hits.
Cool. And Era, the sneaky scuttler.
Stab.
Actually, is probably not getting off in the orc space and is instead going to get off over here. Sorry, behind me, and then move here. And give Zanza, no, give Sierra advantage on this shot over here for her sweet rogueliness.
All right. And indeed, it is rogue o'clock, so Sierra will hop on off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and take a sort of running shot as she gets on over here.
Era harasses this guy with spider waves for advantage,
level
and yay,
NPC
20!
with a long bow.
And Spoder advantage. And honestly, not a bad snack attack.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I feel bad for mentioning this, but I feel like I should. The half-breed raiders came up to me, and none of them attacked me.
They sure didn't.
Why not? Do you forget, or did they just not attack?
I sure did forget.
Okay. So
The other raiders had to double move. These guys just single move them bonus actioned. So let's resolve
yeah, both of those.
that.
One of them was at least within 30 feet, so at least one of them should have attacked.
Yeah, they can both. All right. Oh, there we go.
So at least one is hit. One
Yeah,
attack hit.
that guy hits you with the great axe, like chops a little bit of your horn off, and then gets plugged in the shoulder with an arrow. Almost falls over. Frida. What's goating on here?
Okay, there we go. Well, I would explain, but nobody fucking answered me. God damn it, I was muted.
Good job, Kina. I mean, Hedrah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a Kina there, so. Deep sigh.
I'm
I
not
think
proud
Sansa's
that
gonna be
that is a
angry.
thing.
Well,
But I'm also
we
not
actually got the
surprised.
rolls and we Kina the microphone, so.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm ashamed, but not surprised.
It's fine. So what's up, Frida?
Okay, first off, Sansa's probably angry because his horn got chipped.
Yes.
Secondly, what's that? It smells like bacon. It's bacon time.
Oh
Smells
boy!
like bacon and it feels like hope.
I think we could all
It
use
is
a
indeed
little
bacon
bacon of
time.
hope in our lives.
Fucking.
Indeed. Everybody loves some bacon. Oh, you know what actually would have been fucking hilarious? Suddenly, Monkey Sansa. Sansei.
Sansa.
Go toe to toe with this bitch over here.
Yeah,
Sansa should just take levels of druid so he could just shape change
No.
himself.
I mean, a monk druid would actually
doesn't
be
work.
like they synergize well.
No, they don't.
Really?
You
Do
can't
they
use
actually?
No.
You can't use any of your monk abilities while you change.
I believe that's not true. You can't use it while you're polymorphed, but you do retain your special abilities while you're wild shaped.
Polymorphing and wild shaping are similar but different mechanics.
Sadly, he is polymorphed while he's been turned into an animal.
Yes.
But a monk druid works.
Okay then.
Also,
actually does
So
wisdom.
you could become a karate bear.
Oh, I can become Kuma.
Oh my god.
Oh my
you can
god.
become
Yes!
Kuma.
Oh, we'll dress you up like a wrestler. It'll be the best.
What have I done? Anyway, okay. Any other action, Frida? Mutra?
Well, nobody's been actually hurt yet, so happy little goat just gonna play jaunty little tunes here.
Okay.
Sounds got whacked for 15.
Mary.
Yeah, but you're still sturdy.
Also, nothing she can really do about that. And put bacon up. Alright.
I'm assuming what Marcus is going to be doing, so I'm going to... Oscar, would you be a deer and scratch that one's ankles?
Alright, which
Which
one?
ones?
This one right this one right here. The one that's like right in front of Marcus.
Okay.
It's gonna give Marcus advantage
Oscar
on
will
his attack.
jump off the cart onto Salty, onto Lassie's back, leap down, and just
Go for the ankles. Yeah.
go for the ankles, Oscar. Go for the ankles.
And
Go for the
then-
Achilles tendon. Oh man, imagine a cat just like.
Man, you know what? I
Achilles
really
tendon.
wish I had. I really wish Undying Light had Fireball. I just love. I really wish they did, but they don't. And I have all my attack spells are just cantrips, really. And it's like,
You know, if you were playing the Celestial Warlock instead, you would have Guiding Bolt, which is basically the best spell. Anyway, what do?
I'm gonna Firebolt that one.
Alright, the injured one.
Yeah, the one Crush is fighting.
Alright. That is a solid hit. Alright, and Marcus. Bottom of the board.
Okay, well, right or wrong, everybody's involved, so I'm gonna have to do my part too. So,
Oh
march
no, they're
around
totally
here,
going to kill all the dwarves.
charge around.
I'm so surprised that the ogres were gonna murder people.
I mean, at least we tried.
In all fairness,
sometimes you gotta make the high ground to be morally high grounded.
Minotaurs used to do that a lot too, so, you know.
We got better.
Les is gonna give this guy a kick in the face.
Alright.
And trampling charge. Also got to make a strength save if it hits.
That is indeed a hit. Jesus, that hits hard.
And DC 14 strength save or knocked prone.
Alright. Well, at least he has a good... Nope, bye.
So he's knocked prone, and lastly gets to make a second hooves attack on him.
Oh boy.
Ah, fantastic.
Lassie, like, breaks a horseshoe on the ground.
So
gonna
that's
have to
two
get that
double
fixed.
ones you rolled today.
That's pretty astronomical, actually.
4 ones and 6 rolls.
Can we have that thing that exists? I know that it's a dumb Pathfinder joke, but there is a special feat where you could keep track of how many times you crit failed, and once you hit 50, you'd get a bonus. It's a feat you would buy very, very early on, and it would pay off later. Or if you roll like Adj, you'd pay off real fucking quick.
Alrighty, well, since, you know, he's prone, I get advantage on my regular strikes against him, so...
Alright. Well, that is certainly a hit for 22 damage. Ouch.
And we'll give the butt to try and finish him off there.
Alright, another hit. And another painful strike, but he is still alive.
I guess we'll smite him also. Fantastic.
Holy shit, Adj.
Well, I mean,
Bye.
Sweet Sally in the alley.
it's,
Wow.
how that
Hey.
goes.
Hey Savin, what was that about the whole balance bullshit you were talking about? Algorithm?
That wasn't me.
Wait, did you waste the advantage on those 7/7 nat ones?
No.
No.
No,
That
okay.
was the
So you got
horse
to get the 20.
All right.
And last
right.
strike.
Oh,
Was
that's
hoping
right,
to
you
use
have
it
another
on
one.
the other guy, but gotta try and finish this guy off.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't
Oh,
have
Jesus,
disadvantage.
fuck.
Yeah.
All right, and that's enough to take him out. So you drive your Ranseur into his chest. He collapses, and just as Annika was about to just bash him on the forehead, she grumbles and takes another step forward.
I'll call over my shoulder. Sorry about that, miss, but, kind of rude of you to throw a warning out and then to have your boys charge in to attack. Gotta communicate a little bit better,
Alright, so we will drop the quarterstaff hit. Alright. Annika swings her quarterstaff, and it just breaks into a million pieces directly onto this big bastard's skull.
She broke her staff. Oh no. Oops.
He just turns around and looks at her, and she goes, eh.
Appropriate
Hi.
considering the level gap.
And then Zanza gets plugged with a couple arrows. She's going to
boy.
move down here so she has a clean line of sight. No trees in the way. And then, yeah, she's going to just give the old double tap. And I believe you've already used your reaction this round, so...
Yep.
Pew! Pew!
2 hits.
Alright, I know Hunter's Mark goes off at least once. Let's go take a peek and see if it goes off twice.
I mean, it didn't go off the first time because I caught the arrow.
Right, I mean, if it goes off on every attack...
Oh, that's
whenever
what
you hit with a weapon attack. Okay. Because some spells don't let you double down. Well, at least she's consistent.
Jeez, this could have been a lot worse. I'll take it.
Alright, yeah. So, yeah, you get a couple arrows plugged into your leather straps and
15,
scraping
17.
across your flesh. Then it's your turn.
Man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna finish off this guy. I'm gonna try. See if I can. Oop. 12 lightning damage.
Alright, he's still up, just barely. You cleave into him and blood paints the ground, but he's still standing, gritting his teeth.
Oop.
And then gets punched in the face and collapses. But
I try to subdue him non-lethally with my or try to tase him, and then when he's still standing, I just punch him in the snout.
alright, cool.
Kick him in the dick.
I was gonna say that, but
So
no.
he has been non-lethally taken down. Cool.
And then that's a miss on the other guy.
Sure is.
But going to you know
Or just stay here.
yeah, I'm
Wait
trying to
for
figure
me
out if I
to-
want heals more or to move forward. I think I actually want heals more. So yeah,
Trust
yeah.
me.
I'm just gonna stay here. I will not. I will move around this boulder, so for the cover.
Alright. You get a little up nod from Sierra.
Nod back at Sarah.
Alright. Ogre Matron will throw back her head and howl in rage as her boys are beaten down. So she's gonna advance on up here. I
She's
believe.
gonna suplex Lassie.
Into the Marcus zone.
Actually, she'll stop back here. She's seen what happens. She'll stop here.
Yeah, but he's still in the Marcus zone.
That's right.
Yep.
Alright, well, get fucked. I guess. Go ahead and swing. Alright. Solid hit. And your weapon is magic AF, so full damage.
You
Ooh.
get to re-roll that damage because it was a 2.
So 18, ow. Alright. So she will stop there. And she'll
Oh, whoa. You're gonna spook the horse that way, Come up a little slower.
She wipes some blood off her chest, looks at you, looks down at your horse, and just licks her lips, and then rears her head back and pukes on you.
I was about to say,
Ah,
please don't suplex
gross.
the horse.
A breath of noxious fumes and bile erupts from her mouth all over you and Lassie. Would you please make dex saving throws?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you off Marcus's evasion.
Well, Marcus has evasion. I don't think his mount gets it.
Now you have to take a feat to get evasion for your mount.
So, let's just press the
Does get
warhorse
+2
button
up to this though. 13.
It meets.
It meets, so he takes only 10 damage. He's fine. And then I can't believe they're not Orogs.
What is that supposed to be? What is an Orog?
5, 6. An Orog is what happens when
Ogre.
you crossbreed an orc and an ogre.
Oh,
Instead of, you mean I can't believe they're not Urukai?
Yeah, there you go.
Urukai
that's not what
sounds
that
more-
is. That's what human and an orc.
Exactly. That's why you can't believe that they're not.
Oh.
What? No, an
There you have
Uruk
it.
was goblinoid and elf.
Nerds!
Alright.
Sure
The
thing.
one
Easy, weeaboo.
wedged here in
Sorry,
bullshit
DCL,
land.
Shall I just
Hey.
rip
Yeah,
out
sure.
my
Come at me.
massive
Come at me,
dick?
fucker.
Alright. No, he's going to attack Annika, the person who just broke a sword over, or a staff over his head.
Like he even
Okay,
noticed.
sure, he can try.
Yeah, he will.
Try.
He sure does miss.
That's
Alright.
fine. I'd have covered her anyway.
The other one, who's up here in Marcus Land, will come up here and try and attack Marcus. And he will recklessly attack. Didn't need to.
And let's see. And he fucking misses.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Alright. And of course,
Poor guy's
Type-
pretty strong.
seeing that bullshit happen, this Org is going to come down here and lay into Frida.
He can
Same.
try.
Same thing, reckless attack. Boom.
Except he's not
Oh.
swinging. No, except he's not swinging at Frida. I'm going to use Curious Power and direct it at me, and then spend shield. and so it doesn't
Oh,
hit.
alright. So he thinks about it, but then he feels this magical compulsion to swing around and crashes against your shield.
The fight
Fury
stops.
just
with
lets
a
out
loud
a...
moan.
Yeah.
The fight is brought to a halt as the shield moans.
Look at me, guys. I'm a fighter. Hey, you. Blam, blam.
Alright, let me get these nerds out of the way here. Alright, and that's all for them. Kreshia.
Blam, blam.
That sure is 2 hits.
The guy eats shit, presumably.
On this, actually no, he has a magical hit point left.
Not the magic pixel. Damn
You know
you,
what?
magic pixel.
I
That is
think-
the strongest superpower.
I will whistle loudly.
It's actually not.
Dad's just gonna try and dunk him with Era giving her advantage on the attack.
Ah.
You're like, alright, fine, Menagerie, let's pull a fucking theory.
This guy's surrounded on all sides by angry horses and adventurers.
He
You
made a
fucked up.
bad
a
decision
angry
getting there.
cat and
Fucked
a
up, homie.
spider.
I made a
You
huge
fucked up,
Crunch.
homie.
Just gets
Crunch.
hit by the horse.
Probably just keeps fucking going.
I don't think Tot wants to
she
do
get
that.
uppy. No, she doesn't. He doesn't want to get uppied.
Alright. Syrah. My dear Syrah. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I know what she's gonna do. Do. Zanza, you get a potion shoved into your face.
It's actually full healing in this because bacon.
That's right, so you get 10 hit points back.
Yay.
Does
Syrah will
say
give you a
me
thumbs
like
up.
a spell slot.
Yep. This is
And
good.
Frida.
No, I mean like instead of like a level 3, I will just need to use a level 2.
Oh right.
So that
Maybe heal for Lassie since she got bonked on, and Marcus will hit the dirt. Oh no, Lassie's Savin horse. She's a good horse. Never mind.
Okay, first off, let's see if I can make this correctly. So I start strumming on the. Okay, first off I start strumming on my mandolin here and give blessing. I bless people. I bless
Whoa.
3 people. I
Didn't
know
know you
3
knew how to
people that
cast
like
bless.
blessing. Yes, my little loot there has 3 charges that I can
Oh, your
expand
magic loot. Have you ever used that before?
Yeah, multiple
many times actually.
I've
Yeah,
never
it's
even
really
noticed.
good.
Yeah.
It's usually it's on me, Marcus, and Zanza because it's just the fucking dopest ability ever.
And since that's an action and doesn't expand my spell slots, I will use a bonus action, aka Healing Word, and cast Healing Word, which is good.
Yay.
So,
That's a pretty
question,
good spell.
Lassie or what's his name again? Sansa?
I prefer it, but I can easily see Lassie being killed and then going down anyways. So maybe Lassie.
Go
Okay,
always flip a
just so you
coin.
know, you get.
Yeah, I'd say Lassie.
Okay, so Lassie gets. Well, she got hit for 15, right?
She got hit for like
10.
10.
10. Okay, so I cast a level 2 healing word, which is 10 hit points. Actually, that's 11 hit points, but who gives a fuck? So
Back to full for the horse. Alright.
yes,
It seems the Greenskins have grossly overestimated their strength as they are being pushed back by mere adventurers. Mary, give them what for?
I will.
hi ho.
Excuse me, Salty.
Salty e-knickers.
That's his
Oscar.
word.
Oscar, throw help, dear Kreshia. And I'm going to spend my inspiration. And I'm going to. Oh, this is gonna be hurt. This is gonna hurt.
That's a big witch bolt. Is that on Fatty?
It's on the matron. That's why I
Oh,
got close. Yeah.
alright.
29 electricity.
Jesus. Bzzzt.
She get taste and farts.
Yep, just bleh.
I mean, that ability is is potentially 48 damage, which is pretty disgusting considering that's now a constant effect, right?
Yep, every turn. Marcus.
I'm gonna do non-lethal damage to knock out this matron here.
Alright. And bonk. Down she goes. There is a crashing and shaking of the earth as she collapses to the ground with finality and lets out a rather gaseous sound.
Ew.
Gross. I
Mine's
think I'll be joining Zanza in the river after this. Wash off a
Don't
little
worry,
bit.
she actually fell on a tuba.
As for these guys, they're gonna get a little bit too.
Oh, dicks.
He wasn't knocked down, so I don't get any bonus.
Alas. But hey,
Alas.
it's still a good hit.
Don't you mean a lassie?
Boo.
And boop.
And a miss.
No, not yet. Maybe not the miss because he has blessing.
That's true. That's true.
Oh yeah.
That sure makes it a hit. So this fella takes 16 more damage. Boom.
And kick.
And gets kicked in the chest.
Lassie putting out consistent damage. Good
Battle
job, buddy.
Lassie. This ain't your children's Lassie.
Alright, let's see if Annika can finish this bastard off.
The answer is no, because she has no staff.
Yeah, it's true. She tries to cast just through her fingers and hurls a bolt of energy, which just careens off into the heavens and just erupts like a firework.
God, that damage roll was great,
Does
too.
she know how to use a blade staff?
She sure doesn't, because that's a marsh weapon, and that sure would have knocked out that orc, but alas.
That was a very good roll. That's a shame right there.
It is. But in the meantime, let's see. The half-breed scout, let's see, Mama is down, and she can't see her prime target anymore because he's behind a giant rock. Let's make you one of them will saves to see if you want to stick around.
If she sticks around, I've got my friend Fireball for her.
Nope.
Yep, bye.
Yoink.
She's just gonna say goodbye here. Runs off into the forest. Zanza.
Just because this guy is obviously fucked. These two are obviously fucked. Consensus, get this, knock out the scout so no reinforcements come, or just take care of these two.
There aren't reinforcements.
All right,
But
knock it
if
out.
you want to chase the giant green skin orc ogre titty, and then drag him back to the pit here with her friends, you can tell them that it's a very bad idea and they should go home. Well,
Alright,
you're
then.
more than welcome to do so.
I'm going to attack actually this one because this one is messing with Frida, and that's no good. Or at least trying to mess with Frida. So let's try to use that sword of mine. Once I figure out where my character sheet is, there it is. Boop, boop.
That's a miss and a hit. But you are
Awesome.
blessed, so
Oh yeah, I do have bless. 1d6 or 1d4?
D4.
Aha!
That's 2 hits now. All right. Good old bless doing work.
And just to be
And
safe, I'll
the-
spend
Hey.
a key.
Hey, hey, don't lower your own hit points.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
but
Save it.
Saving Y. Saving Y.
I misclicked your token. I'm sorry. There you go. Have some hit points back. All right.
Reflective damage.
13 and then 17.
And
Never
just to be
shield.
safe, I'll spend a key point for Stunning Fist.
All right.
Roll that con save.
Sure.
Oh.
Oh,
Stun.
on the first one.
No,
second
it's on the second one because Zanza keeps not fucking saying.
Okay,
Have this
fair enough.
goddamn conversation.
And then I'll move over here and try to fist this one.
It's a hit.
And Stunning Fist key point.
All right. All right, and combat's over. Well, that went much more smoothly than I anticipated. Alright, so yeah, you beat the orcs down, and a couple of them are bleeding out. Frida, do you stabilize them, or are you content to let fate take its
Yes.
course? Right?
I stabilized them.
So yeah, aside from the one female that got away, the rest are an unconscious pile of green skins.
Well, it's fair to say that if they couldn't take us, they wouldn't have been able to take the dwarves. So I'd say we did them a favor by discouraging them from, heading over there.
Well, all right.
Well,
I got anything
We can't-
useful on them?
And now what are
Well-
we going to do with them?
That's fine.
Leave them here. They'll head
Why?
back on their own, right?
No. I don't want to sound
Well,
prejudiced, but these are our ogres. They are going
Wake up.
to. They are. If we leave them here without doing anything, they are going to harry travelers, kill merchants on the road. And I almost guarantee that some of these guys are going to have a fun time with some ladies that they come across on this road.
Gotta say, that sounds very prejudiced.
That sounds weird coming from you, Mary. Tell you what, Mary. We'll give them one.
You've seen the things we've come across on the road. How many times have we had to fight bandits or other creatures that are just wandering around the roads?
Fair enough. But I'll give them this. I'll give them one last talking to when we wake them up. And if they don't change their tune, then we can, I suppose, just kill them since we don't have the time or energy to effort them to a jail.
Alright, so regarding what Skow was rolling, so you find 170 silver on the matron's belt, and your intelligence check will tell you that, well, this is an ogre, and apparently one that's both well-fed and particularly unkempt. And the rest of her quote-unquote children appear to be orogs. They are what happens when an ogre breeds with an orc. They are larger, more brutish, and more violent than orcs, and also a little bit more simple-minded.
Well, if they're simple-minded, maybe there's a chance to change their ways with simple conversation.
But they were also painfully brutal. And considering she happens to have money and is doing pretty well for herself despite looking like a sloppy murder hobo, it's probably not a good thing to let him keep going. I don't know. It is pretty much true that we're looking at monster folk here.
And not good ones.
Zanza will draw out a sword and then look to Marcus for one last confirmation.
You know,
I'm worried that a
I'm
lot
not
of
really
innocent people-
the kind of person you should ask about this, but, you know, based on everything I've seen in all the various races that used to be monsters but now have their own civilizations, I really don't feel good about this. I mean, those are the princesses. I guess it's up to them, but I kind of don't want
Yeah.
anything to do with this, so I'm just gonna turn a blind eye this time, and maybe next time we can let the innocent people that we've subdued go, huh? How about that?
Yeah, I don't feel good
Yes.
about them all being murdered now that they are actually all just unconscious and tended to.
I
That's
have a question. Is there the ones you were talking to that was talking, because from the way it looks like you were talking to someone that was talking to the big one.
Oh,
Can I
yes.
wake that one up?
I'll point out which one was the translator.
Fucking roll intelligence to figure out which one it is. They all
I'm
look the
not-
same.
Oh, fine. Apparently Zanza's racist.
I mean, they do. No idea.
I can't remember, to be honest. They kind of all look the same.
Well, let's see. The fact that it was the last one that was standing here who then ran up here, so. And then was dragged over. Here. Very simple.
Alright, make sure he's tied up good.
Alright, tie him up, no problem. Now, would you like to expend some sort of healing item to wake him up? Otherwise, he'll wake up in 2 hours.
Feel
Oh
like
yeah, and then just a light potion, small potion. Deduct that.
Alright. So he'll wake up with a start and growl growls at you, jutting out his lower jaw and its great big tusks.
Now calm down. As you can see, we just beat you. One of my friends has words for you.
Hold on just a moment. Berserker. Alright, he rips through his bonds in
God.
a fit of primal rage and is just immediately beaten back unconscious.
Yeah, Zanza just goes sigh and
Bonk.
punches him in the dick.
Ah, boy. I'm gonna-
Well, let's try that again. Hurry up.
Oh, come
And-
on.
Alright, so
Well,
you
I mean-
tied him back up.
It doesn't toss any
Yep.
time, so maybe he'll learn the third time. They do say it's a charm.
Roar! Orog strong! Bonk!
Ah. Okay, but how many rages does he have? So that's the thing.
How many times can this
Yeah.
barbarian rage? How many?
I'm gonna look at guys. Come on, you're using like valuable resources for what is actually now starting to look like a particularly cruel joke.
Yes.
No,
I mean, look, it's
let's
a
try
really
that
funny comedy hour, but if this guy gets up and pulls the same shit for a third time, these guys are fucking goners.
again. Okay.
Alright, this time, when you wake him up again, Zanza, why don't you make a charisma check with some skill of your choice, with advantage from Frida, to try and calm him down before he once again breaks out of his bonds and gets beaten unconscious.
You said a charisma check of what?
With a skill
Yeah,
of your
you get
choice,
a
persuade, deception,
bardic.
intimidate, whatever.
Alright.
And yes, you also get a d8 bardic dice.
Mm.
Alright. Well, you have an 8.
So roll a d8.
Okay. I have a 12.
Alright. Orog not that strong, though. Orog kind of exhausted.
Now, are
He
you going to calm
thrashes
down
against
and
his
listen?
bonds. Yeah, he just thrashes for a few moments and... Why you
Zanza-
hit?
Say what?
Why you hit?
Because we're going to attack me. We're trying to explain to you that you can't go and attack the dwarves, especially if you can't beat us.
But Mother said we must.
Well, I mean, have you ever just tried asking nicely?
Asked you for directions.
Yes, and then you attacked me when I was going to go run back to my friends.
Mom said you were gonna fight us. We wanted to fight.
We didn't want to fight. We just thought you wanted to fight, and we can't let you go terrorize the dwarves.
He looks dumbfounded.
Look, the dwarves own the land. You can't just walk over and take it from them.
Why not?
Because that's stealing. That's wrong.
Not if we can take it.
Well, I suppose, what if you had a really nice wineskin, and somebody came up and took it from you?
Then I'd
Then-
kill him.
Right. But I mean, what if you couldn't kill him?
Then I'd die trying.
Frida, help me out here.
Okay, and it's like cast tongues on herself. Okay. Oh wait, I cast tongue on him so he understands and everything, so I don't need to. That's better.
Okay.
There we go. There we go. Hello. So, okay, can we take this from the start? You wanted to go to the magic crater, right? The big, what was it you called it?
Explosion in sky.
Ah, yes, I saw it. It was really, really bright. I was there.
Mother saw it in dreams. Says we must go.
Oh, because of all the magic there, yes.
Because Mother says.
But what about you?
He looks dumbfounded.
If you do everything that your mother says, you don't get to do what you want to do, right?
But what if I want to do what Mother says?
Ah, but think about this. If you have a meat that is very delicious, and then you want to eat it, and your mother says, no, you don't, this is mine. Well, then you don't get delicious meat, but she gets it.
But then Mother grows stronger. Make more orog.
But you grow weaker.
Mother know best.
Well, if mother know best, then why are you defeated?
Make a persuade check.
I will spend inspiration and I will burn my last die.
Alright.
A persuasion with 28 plus. Do I even fucking need to roll my?
Sure, you might
10 minutes.
roll a 1. It's up to you.
Okay, so,
Up to you.
but it's a 28 to persuade. It's like 19 plus 9. I can't really go higher than that 20.
You can always go hit a 30, but yeah, it's a real good roll. So,
But no.
alright.
With a 28,
With a 28, there's like this moment where you can see a little hamster wheel churning in his brain, and he says, Orog not
See?
so strong.
and then if we're just not random normal people, imagine a big, huge dwarf army that is just murdering everything down there. Anything coming close, they kill. And they will kill everything. And then you won't get to you won't get to eat food, you won't have to drink water or wine or see mother more if you go there.
I won't get to see Mother again. He
See?
shivers violently.
See, it's bad. Maybe your mother did not understand the dream right. Maybe the dream was a warning to say, don't go there. And she thought, we must go there.
Shouldn't go there. Shouldn't go there.
Very dangerous.
Alright, and he looks like past you a little bit, and he sees his mother just sprawled out, and says, "Is Mother okay?"
Yeah, she's well, she's sleeping right now. But to make sure she's not bleeding, all that, no more wounds, no more hurt.
She's so beastly fat.
Alright, so it looks like you've convinced this fellow that going to the crater is a bad plan. What would you like to do with the rest of them and Mama Dearest? You gonna leave him to try and explain the new plan to them, or let Zanza just chop them all down?
No, we're done on this one, so if we help you get your family together, will you help me tell your mother that going there is dangerous for all of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys also can't steal
So-
anymore or kill people.
What?
Well,
Then how get food?
You buy it?
There's work. You get a lot of money.
Dumbfounded look
mother
on his
has.
face again.
Oh, your mother has a lot of shiny little metal bits.
That she got from stealing.
Yes.
Shiny's good.
I have a good
Shinies get food. You give shinies, you get food.
I have a good idea here. Why don't, instead of not stealing and not killing, you try to join one of the city guards, and that way you can steal from the bad guys.
What bad guys?
See, there are other people who go and steal from other people who aren't doing anything wrong. But if you steal from those people, nobody gets angry at you. Except for the people you stole from, but I mean, they already stole, so it's a very complicated process.
Okay. Right now, you are bad guys, which is not good. If you become good guys, you get to take down bad guys. And you get stuff from bad guys.
And if you stay bad guys, we kind of have to kill you all, because we're the good guys.
I don't understand.
Okay. Well, just get your mother first up, so just... Oh, she's big. Oh, she's big. She's very big.
Yes, she is. A
Your mother...
brick house of fat and muscle.
Okay, so... Just make sure that he sees that I've tended to, like, his siblings. There's, like, make sure they're okay. Bandaged up. Not bleeding.
Zanza will go over and lean to Frida and go, just remember, we have to convince them not only not to go, but to also not steal and be bad. If we can't, I'm gonna have to kill them.
We'll try our best.
So, as you're having this conversation, Annika just sort of walks over and like picks up what's little is left of her staff off the ground, and gives you all a questioning look and says, "You're seriously trying to explain to these things how not to be evil?"
I mean, the society has to start somewhere, right?
I read a post about this concept once, but it took the person doing it a long time to get the naturally evil creature to actually realize what was going on.
Well, Annika, these, as you say, things have emotions, ideas, and concepts. They were afraid of seeing their mother, never seeing their mother again, so I would not call them things. That's very, very rude.
I mean, wolves are things, and they like their parents. They're still dumb, dangerous beasts, though.
Hey, we have a very adorable wolf, thank you very much. After I killed its parents.
Annika just crosses her arms. Well, look, then clearly you should kill this big bitch, and we can be on our way.
No, we're not. So,
I mean, not unless we can convince them not to do bad things.
Look, well, I'm not necessarily saying we should kill her, just that this is dumb and we should leave.
I mean... It's just what Marcus said kind of does ring a bell with me. A lot of our parents and descendants used to be monsters too, but eventually they made society and decided to be decent folk. Maybe this is the effort that just needs to kickstart that process for all the orcs and ogres.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm with Annika.
Yeah.
Look, I understand this is kind of an exercise.
Let us at least just try for once.
I mean, feel free to try, but...
I will. I am. Thank you very much. I
You
am.
can try. You can try. However, you guys must take responsibility for whatever outcome that becomes of this. Whether that means we have to kill them, or if we let them go, and if they go back to doing bad things, the consequences of those actions will weigh on your conscience.
Yes. Like all actions that we've been doing since we met.
All right. Drag over the mother and try to wake her up. If we can get her to fall in line, the sons will probably also fall in line.
Alright, so eventually Mama wakes up, growls and belches, rubs her head.
Maybe best to cast tongue on this one. That way we don't need to intermediary in her son.
Very well. Let's go with that then.
Alright, so you cast tongues on the matron.
All right, matron. For the sake of expediency.
Okay, hello there.
Her brow furrows as she suddenly understands you and sort of scratches the side of her head.
All right,
Who
matron.
are you? Why you speak my tongue?
Oh, it's magic. It's make it easier to communicate, so
Ah, you a witch. She nods understandingly, still like sitting down with her weapons well out of reach.
I try, but my magic is more on music. So, but yes, I'm a little witch.
All right. For expediency's sake, we want to try to convince you to become a good guy.
And not go to the crater.
Do you have any concept of what that is?
The crater is heart of magic. Must go.
No. We can't let you go to the crater, frankly, because the dwarves there would probably kill you, especially if we could beat you. But we also want to convince you to not raid or pillage anymore.
That how we make food.
This is the
Get
question.
coin.
Well, you're strong, right? Do you know how to, well, do work?
Know how to fight.
I
Make
mean,
babies. She
if
waves
we
a hand
want to
towards her
keep it on
sons.
the lines of fighting, you always could become legitimate adventurers.
Are on adventure to crater.
Yes, now,
No. Okay, to say something, I asked one of your sons. He was very, very nice to talk to. He said that you had a dream about it.
Ah, good boy. Good boys, all of them. Very proud. Yes, have long dream. Say we must go to crater. Find heart of magic.
Are you sure it says to go there because maybe it was a warning? Because going there now won't end well for you and your sons.
She shakes her head. No, many others going too. We just want to be the first.
oh, you're far
You're
from
not
first.
first. You're not first. I'm sorry to say, you're not first.
She pounds a fist on the ground, just shatters a few cobblestones, and makes a series of violent curses. Then her shoulders slump. Stupid boys get us lost.
No. You guys
No,
weren't going to be first either way.
I have to say, I think your sons literally saved your lives because of getting lost. We unfortunately had to fight ogres over there, and they were blind. Not blind from sight, but they couldn't see or talk to. They just attacked everything. They didn't even try to talk, they just straight up attacked. No sense, no nothing, just murder. I think they went crazy from the magic. And monsters there, like, underground, the ones that eat horses, the boulays. They were there too. And then wyverns, the big flying lizards, attacked and just flew off.
Frida.
And more, and more, and more.
Frida.
I saw them.
I just got an idea, Frida. Follow my lead. It's going to be a long shot. Maybe we can get something out of this. And get fair treatment and maybe start them down the path of righteousness in the end.
What, okay?
Now, Ogre Matron, you say all you know how to do is fight, yes? Fight
and make
mate.
babies. Make good,
Yes.
strong babies.
Good, strong babies in fighting. Now, honestly, we live in a world where there's lots of fighting that needs to be done. You just have to make sure you're fighting the right people. Like people who make zombies, for instance.
Oh my god.
She sort of...
Do you know what a zombie is?
Saw some on the road. Walking corpses.
Oh.
Now, you won't want to fight those just right away. Not until you have plenty of strong babies to be able to protect you and help you fight them. You see, nobody likes zombies. And if you fight zombies and get known for it, people will pay you for it.
Zanza, go ahead and roll a persuade check with advantage.
Persuasion, please. Persuasion, yes.
Oh.
Alright. There's a long moment of that hamster wheel going as she sort of processes what you're saying. Then there's a long, slow nod. So people pay us to kill zombies.
Yes, people will pay you to kill zombies. And if they don't, we will. We'll set up a system. That way you can have money and food and be the good guys. And you know what's best about being the good guys? Is that other creatures who are also good guys like you. And when people like you, that means they help you. And when they help you, that means your sons have a better life.
And I can make more babies with more people.
Yes. Do you know what a city is?
She nods. Hate cities.
ever-
Can't go. Guards attack.
Exactly. You can't go in them because people are afraid of you. They think you'll attack them because right now you're the bad guys. But if you become the good guys, people will let you in cities, which means more beds, nice buildings, and a lot of food. You can be integrated into society.
You can have friends.
She seems mystified
people
by
that
this
love you.
concept, but the idea of getting paid for killing zombies seems to be just going through her head over and over again. She's just like sitting there thinking and mumbling to herself. And finally the matron sits up straight and says, "Where find zombies?"
Oh, the zombies are a menace everywhere right now. You have to go on the lookout for them, but before we send you off to do that, we do want to make sure that you're set up. That way, people know you're the good guys trying to fight zombies and don't try to attack you. See, there's another group of good guys we have fighting the zombies right now, too. They're known as the Fox Bees. If you work with them, they'll be your allies of justice.
So you're trying to get her to go find the Fox Bees and join them on the Inquisition, yeah?
I'm going to make sure I want them to travel with us for now if they can keep up, and then we can get a Fox Bee and try to intermediate that so it goes smoothly. We'll ditch him before too long, but it'll take a little bit for the Fox Bees to get to us once we send out the call.
We don't have a way to.
Oh wait, do we not have the Ranger with us?
No, we sent her to
You
get.
send her after them.
We sent her to get the Foxbees to tell them where the army of undead was,
That's fair
and they
enough.
intercepted them. We haven't met back up with them yet.
All right. For now, you'll have to travel with us. I'm Zanza, and I'm going to be the one who's going to be looking over at you and making sure to teach you the difference between a good guy and a bad guy. That way you can make more money being good people and start all this process of getting all these nice things.
Okay, so you're taking the ogre matron with you and her.
Oh, please don't do that. For fuck's sake. I don't want them to travel with us.
I know.
We're,
Like, you
we're
know
on
where the
Twitter
Fox Bees
right now.
headquarters is. You could just send them there.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we can send them there. Okay,
We can write a fancy letter, okay?
it would have
yeah,
to be a
but no,
very
we need a
elaborate-
big sign. We need something big that says like a sign that says fucking "We're friends" or "Friends," so that people won't, fucking attack them straight out.
I believe that. I think that would be a dubious level of success at best.
I wish we had an NPC with us right now, other than Annika, because I don't think Annika would be a good intermediary to send off
I
to
mean,
the
I
Fox
would
Bees.
like to have
You have
Phaedra
Sierra.
back.
I mean, yeah, but Sierra's
I-
awesome.
I like my daughter. I don't want her to travel with a bunch of smelly ogres just to go get them recruited into the Foxby Inquisition. The 5 fucking guys and their fat mum.
This is hopefully the start to something more down the road.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it won't actually just be like, oh, they're traveling through the woods and eventually get killed, but whatever.
It's a super long shot, but you have to start these things somewhere.
I have Jeffrey. You could send him.
But he's also amazing. That
Yeah,
said, he
but you
probably
can't
doesn't
use
wanna-
him because you got all your
Yeah.
NPC slots full.
Yeah, as well, that said, he probably doesn't want to join us with Lord Winter.
Also, yeah, no, Jeffrey doesn't want to die.
Okay. Well, okay, Jeffrey. Do you think you can intermediate between the Fox Bees and the ogres? We just need you to make sure that they know they're on the side of justice and teach them the ropes. We also need to make sure we find a Fox Bee who can cast tongues. I don't think they'll easily be able to speak their language.
This sounds stupid, but okay.
This is incredibly stupid, but
Hey,
want-
at least you're self-aware, kiddo.
look, the way I see it, if we can help another monster race into society, we've done a majorly good thing. We also might need a soldier race to help us fight Lord Winter if it comes to that. So, long shot, but it might help us.
I mean, hey, who am I to talk? I'm a kobold. People usually just crush us underfoot, so, alright.
We
I
should
mean,
make
if
sure
it's
to
a
work-
soldier race you're looking for, if we save Rebecca Covenstone from Lord Winter, I'm sure she would be able to do that since she loved the original proponent of that concept
Look,
so much.
ultimately, if this talk doesn't go well with Lord Winter, then the whole land is threatened. We shall need every creature we can to bind together to help fight him. So, if we can maybe lay the groundworks for good racial relationships, maybe that's the way we go about defeating Lord Winter. I bet he's never had to deal with a completely united country before.
According to stories,
According to
maybe.
history, he has, yes.
Well, then we're
Also-
certainly not going to have
He
a
also
chance
won,
divided.
regardless.
But still, this is... Well, What's the name again? How long does it take to scribe a scroll? Question.
Depends on the level of the spell, but anywhere from a few days to a couple weeks.
Oh, sweet tits. Level 3.
Let's see. Let's open up the old downtime chart here. Mechanics, handouts, magical artifice. Let's see. Brew potion, scribe scroll. No, it just takes 1 week.
Wow. That's a long time.
Welcome to magic item crafting.
Ah, okay. If we can't send Jeffrey, and I'm saying if we can, if we don't go with that plan, all right. Zanza will ask the ogre. Okay, so how do you get your food? Do you guys hunt?
So the ogre matrons thinks for a moment. Mostly steel.
I mean, do you know how to hunt?
She nods. Daughter did that, but she gone now. Unless you
Okay.
kill.
No, she ran off.
Smart girl.
All right, so are we going to send him with Jeffrey, or do we want to tell them to stand tight and not kill people and only kill animals in this spot until we can come back and work this out?
If we survive, here's the thing. If we survive the whole trip down and Lord Winter, then yeah, it can work, but Jeffrey doesn't speak giant.
All right, yeah, we're going to... All right, so Zanza will say, all right, how about this? I'll give you money to stay in this spot for a few months, maybe, until we can get back and we'll bring the Foxbees. During that time, I want to make sure that you don't kill any human people unless they attack you first. And then you're okay to defend yourselves. Until then, I want you to hunt and get food that way.
So you pay to sit here.
Yes, I pay you to sit here and to get food and to not do bad things. And for however time Zanza needs to spend to detail the concept of self-defense, he will try.
But what about fighting zombies?
If you see zombies, you will fight them.
But
For
we'll
now,
find zombies.
Just wait for the zombie thing. We'll come back and explain that later. But for now, you're being paid just to sit and hunt.
Ah.
I know it'll be a little boring, but that's just to make sure that nothing bad happens to you. We're your friends now, so we want to watch out for you too, just like how you want to watch out for your children.
We want you to be safe.
Why you care?
Because we're the good guys. And being a good guy means caring about people even when everybody else thinks you shouldn't. It can be really hard sometimes. But it's worth it in the end, I promise. Like I said, you will be getting paid, and a lot. And there's going to be more benefits for you when you become true good guys.
Alright, well, I think you've convinced them insofar as they need to be convinced.
Okay, how much gold do I have to spend? I'll give them... Fuck it, I'll give them like... How much do you need for a level up?
I believe it's 250.
250 gold?
Silver.
Okay. So I'll give them, like, just to make sure I can get them to stay put, 12 gold to find a decent hunting location and to stay put there. Explain to them and give them... I will give them a written list, a rules list that says no hunting humans, no stealing from...
Can they read?
Yeah, no.
Shit. Fair enough.
Okay.
They're just gonna have to remember.
It's very simple. It's very simple. The cat folks, the dwarves.
Oh, how about
those-
pictograms? That would probably work.
Yeah.
I have a calligraphy.
You know how to calligraphy. Well, then you can do
Oh my
that.
god, that's right, he does.
Pictograms
Yeah.
it is.
I'm gonna pictogram them some rules. I hope I get good advantage.
I'm sure someone
You
is
get
helping you.
advantage. Yes. So 24. You got a Frida with you. She's goat.
All right. Get some nice pictures to give them rules. Tell them to keep track of it, and tell them to find a nice, good hunting spot around here, and we will be back when we can. I give them 12 gold. If there's anybody who comes by and wants to trade with you, you can use that to trade with them. But no stealing.
All right.
Ah.
So, I think that's pretty much that.
All right. Come back to this later. Mark it on the map, please.
Yep.
Yes.
Did and done. Let's see. Frida and DCL, you can grab inspiration.
Woo. I propose if Marcus hasn't gotten or has inspiration, that he can gain it for being a staunch humanitarian of the good people.
I kind of feel like if, like,
It-
the lawful good
more
paladin
like-
was like, I'll just turn a blind eye to this time, that doesn't really merit inspiration. I'm not, like,
Yeah.
saying,
Okay.
active punishment or anything. I don't think that was...
I mean, I'll just say that the only reason why Zanza was trying so hard is because Marcus pointed out, it's like, most monster races seem to be good people now. And Zanza's like, wait, Yeah.
I mean, that's because somebody actively, grounded a bunch of them up and then alchematized them into a new species, not because they evolved and became good people.
I mean, Zanza doesn't know his history.
I mean, I wouldn't expect him to, but
Wait, but you were brought up educated.
He was brought up educated. Doesn't mean he remembers it.
He had to
Or that he was
expunge
not.
all that information to hide new sisters. Or to remember new sisters, rather.
Yes.
Each new sister. Damn it! This one stole addition.
There's
And
also the
that's why
critical-
Zanza has an int of 8.
There's also the critical skills of fighting, and don't forget the mini allocation space for justice.
God.
Don't forget that he also has an intelligence of 8, which is just 1 point above a great ape.
You know those the rats that had the buttons in their brains that gave them an orgasm. They just pressed that button until they died. I figure like Zanza's justice does that. Like he's got a justice switch in his brain and he just fucking hammers that bitch all day and he's just stealing intelligence from himself. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
Let's just hope that this leads to being able to maybe get the other half orcs and ogres on the good side. That'll be one less problem for the land. Maybe, potentially, probably not.
What you're saying is that we're trying to make an ogre civilization.
I mean, hey, if we can get them to fight the things that nobody else wants to fight, in the end, that's a net positive. At least until other horrible social political problems occur later down the lines in other generations. But I mean, that's just going to happen no matter what. Anyways, we can continue on our adventures.
Yes, we can see how if Leona survives or return, etc.
Alright.
that'd be nice.
So, the party spends the rest of the day making their way to Cleona's village. The realm of Savin deleted the map by accident, and so
Oh,
this is now a black
no.
hole of infinity.
Oh no, is the village
Wait,
gone?
what?
Yep, the village has been burnt to a crisp. Hobgoblins raided it. I don't know. No, it's fine. It's still there. I just
Oh,
don't have the
no.
map anymore.
No.
Oh.
It's fine.
Yo, Edge, can you do
How do you accidentally
a smithy
delete it?
person
Does
check
it
for a
ask you
stick?
several times?
Sorry, what?
Can you do a smithy person check for a stick, please?
I'm not parsing that at all. A smithy person check?
Do you have smithing tools as well as cooking or not? I can't remember.
No.
No.
I
Alright.
believe Marcus has wood carving tools.
Yes.
Can you wood carve a stick, please?
Oh,
It's a big old branch that's had a bunch of arcane shit just sort of scribbled into it. And a vague doodle of a water puppy.
well, I mean, I can give it a shot. Might take a little while.
Yeah, it just needs to like not break when it hits a person.
Sure. I mean, wanna probably find a good solid staff. You know, sometimes you get impurities or molds,
That's
weakness
true.
on the inside. So it's important to gather up. Find a good suitable start before you start carving.
Also,
Yeah,
Kreshia.
I mean this stick was era approved, so I think that she's a good judge of stuff.
Also, Kinathis.
Hmm?
I mean, all I'm gonna say is that our adventure in game so far is looking like we're going to try to create a magical dimension as a prison for an ultimate evil of magical power. So maybe
Yes.
after that, alchematizing some ogres to make them more civilized isn't the most crazy thing we try to do. Just saying,
I mean, it's been done before.
there is hope.
It hasn't been done in 1,000 years, but then again,
Neither is
there's only one person who could probably figure out how to do that.
Holy shit!
Wow, that's
Annika,
an
your
Anna.
staff is finished.
That's an Anna level roll right there.
Annika's
Jesus
staff is
fuck.
ready.
Alright, so, yeah, Marcus uses the shit out of his wood carving tools, and by the time you arrive in Cleona's village, he has produced a masterful piece of art in the form of a wooden pole.
Oh, you're right. Your little spider buddy really knew how to pick 'em. I didn't know spiders had a good natural sense for wood.
Zanza gives a little golf clap.
Yep, Ira will just proudly spider salute. And spider wave.
So Annika will just, like, gently take it up out of your hands and look at it. Wow, this is... Wow. Thank you so much, Marcus. And before you can really react, he just jumps up and gives you a great big hug.
Oh, no problem. You're very welcome. It's nothing really.
No.
Crunch.
creaking.
It's very, very strong hug from the great big Amazon before she...
Quick, strength return.
Now, remind me again what we were supposed to do in the village. Are we just
We're
stopping?
just stopping here for the night.
Passing
Oh,
through.
And also we want to check that, everyone made it back in one piece.
I would also
Everyone
like
got their
to.
food.
Oh, I never did. I guess.
Never did what?
I never did actually in session ask Oscar how things went with the night. We know what happened, that they
Yes,
got
you did.
dismissed. But we heard that we found out that they got dismissed, but from both people got dismissed from any kind of accusation, but I didn't ask how the trip itself went and how the knight was treated the
Sweet.
girl. Sorry. But I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, so...
I'm actually rather glad we're back in this village. I forgot to do something while we were here last time.
So the village is, just as you remember, idyllic, peaceful little hamlet on the edge of the woods. There are several goats prancing about in their pens, playing under the watchful eyes of a minotaur. Yes. Frida is drawn to the song of her people.
Goat, 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 goat.
Yep. I'm just gonna find a nice place to sit and enjoy a pipe.
Well, considering the village hasn't been burnt down or turned into a living apocalypse, maybe that girl really was innocent.
Yeah, so
I'll go find the mayor.
as you're saying this, Zanza, you see Cleona's parents coming out of the village towards you, and the mother, a fairly strong-looking middle-aged woman, just runs towards you and says, Have you brought my daughter back? Please
Oh.
tell me she's here. Where? She looks around amongst you and sees nothing, and immediately takes on a crestfallen look.
Kidding me.
What happened?
Kidding.
We've come from the north. She should be coming from the south with supplies for the village.
No, we still haven't seen poor Cleo.
We we have acquired information on that on your daughter. The knight in question brought your daughter to the capital, wherein both were relieved of any issue between each other. Your daughter was set free.
Then where is she? Shouldn't she have come home now?
That's
How
what
long?
was gonna happen.
How long ago was that?
It's been a few weeks.
Where's the capital? Like how?
She should definitely have been here by now, is the TLDR. Capital is about 100 miles away.
No.
And was their route supposed to be by road?
I mean, their route is non-existent. You would assume she'd take the road. But she could have also just followed the river up.
I mean, she did seem like the adventurous sort, though I guess it doesn't make sense she would just disappear without saying goodbye to her parents first. After all, the roads
For
are
fuck's sake, man,
dangerous.
can't a thing just go well?
The
No.
roads are dangerous these days, and your girl did seem to be
Welcome
rather
to
intelligent.
welcome to
Wait.
Sav&D, Skow.
And your daughter did seem to be intelligent. Maybe she's just waiting for herself to find a group capable of defending themselves on the road. That way she can make it back home safely.
Yeah, so when they hear that you don't know what happened to her, the parents kind of look amongst each other and they share a quick word, and it's a firm nod, and her mother says, "Okay, well, if she's been released by the knights, then she should be on her way here. Cleo
Should be.
probably would have come by the river. We'll just have to go looking for her." Yes.
Listen,
Look,
I was
we're headed in
just-
that direction. Would you like us to check instead? I think she'd be pretty torn up about the whole thing if you guys sort of disappeared. It's not exactly safe.
I'm a hunter. I know how to handle these woods. I'm not going to sit back and wait while my daughter... when God knows what's happening to her.
Listen, normally I would
want-
let you go, but these forests are not in usual climates. Everything is a lot more dangerous now.
You're not making any detail right there.
Well, I mean, we don't want them going out and then getting themselves killed, so...
Yeah,
Would you
but
like
you're
to
not
go with-
making it.
Yeah, that's
No,
not
I
going to
get-
help when it's coming to family. Would you
I
like
guess
us
that's
to
fair,
accompany
yeah.
you
All
then
right.
as far as we're traveling? We're planning to make our way through the woods. Our journey can be alongside the river.
Yeah, sure. If you're willing to go, her parents are as well.
Yeah, I mean, we're going as far down as Karla's tower. That's the original plan. If we find evidence on the way, I mean, we need to go, like, down and travel
Perhaps.
again anyways.
Cass has seen her in the forest. It is his domain.
I'll send a little message to his little shaman underling, since I don't want to send it to Cass directly. I'm sure he'd be a little bit pissed off with me just nudging him again.
By the way, when we go to Castanex,
Wait.
where next are we going?
Wait, I have a question.
Mm.
Why don't you just send one to her as well?
Unless she knows dream sending, she can't send one back, and I don't know if people actually receive
Yeah.
them. But I can be pretty sure that Cass is alive.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but here's the thing. If you
Dream
could
sending is just a
send
level 1
to her-
spell, so...
It is just a level 1 spell. You know what? Fuck it. I tell them that I will try and send her a dream sending this night anyway,
suppose-
and it might very well be that she can send a response.
It would not hurt to try.
It can't
By the
hurt
way,
to
where
try.
are we? Where are we headed to? Where are we planning to go after we meet?
Karla's
with
tower. We're not planning to meet with Castanex. We're planning to go to Karla's and then the lizards, and then with whatever we get from there off to Castanex.
Ah.
And then we're going to halfway after that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, did you guys actually send the messages ahead to get the airships ready, or
Yes.
did you just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I? Yeah, I made the
Just
message
making
and sent
sure.
it.
Yep. Yeah, message was sent along.
Alright. So yeah, the night goes by uneventfully. You're welcomed into...
So I would like to talk to the mayor
Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine.
quickly just for a little bit.
Already pretty late in the evening, but he's still sitting out on the porch, sort of surveying his domain, and he'll greet you with a slight nod and say, "Ah, I guess I have you to thank for the dwarven merchants coming through the town now. That's good.
I had some.
Good.
Yes, I had something arranged with the Barnholt Trading Company on your behalf. I see that they made a road, and they've already passed through some merchants.
Yes, well, more like cleared a path, but still, it's enough for a few carts to come this way. It's
Better
nice
than
being
nothing,
connected to something now. Used to be just the river, but ain't much down that way for a bit.
No, there's nothing but the forest, and then the closest thing after that is near Exodore Castle.
Hmm. Well, there's the little fairy village, but they don't
Fairy
trade with us too much. Oh, aye.
Fairy village?
There's a wee little village of fairies out in the woods near the bend. Here. If you take out your map, he will show you where it is.
Interesting. I did not realize.
Boop.
There were fairies. There's a little fairy enclave right there. Oh no.
God
Oh,
damn it.
no.
We have to
We
have to busily be on the other side of the fucking continent.
There's little fairies over there.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I know you want to go see the fairies.
Yes! I want to see the fairies. That's no
I
good.
know.
I can't do that. They're irresponsible.
No, sadly we can't. We don't have the time for it.
Maybe when you come back.
Maybe when we come back.
Right, so yeah.
Hopefully this will improve your village's lot and bring some much needed life.
Indeed. If nothing else, it's enough to get us through the next winter. Oh, please, where are my manners? Sit, have a drink with me. Will indicate the large bottle of wine he's got sitting next to himself.
I will gaze at the wine lustfully, and then
Denied.
I will join you, but alas, I must decline the drink unless you have some tea instead.
Oh, of course, I can get the missus. Pardon me for saying so, but it's not like a sailor to refuse a drink.
No, it's not. There are some special circumstances that demand I must not. Much to my chagrin at this time. There are a few things that would stop a faun or a satyr from drinking, but
Pregnancy is usually not
being
one.
with child of a non-faun is one of those things.
Well, I see. Yeah, so he'll call into the building. Halta, come bring us some tea, would you? And a couple minutes later, a Taeleer will sashay out with a pot and a few saucers and cups on a tray. She'll put them down on the table and take the bottle of wine, fill up the mayor's cup, and start to walk away. And as she does so, when he thinks you guys aren't looking, you're filling up your teacups, the mayor just sort of reaches around the back of a chair and gives her a big swat on the ass. You hear a little gasp, and the little poofball tail wiggles as she returns inside.
You have a very lovely wife, Mayor.
Ah, why, thank you. Prettiest girl in the village. And as he says that, he sort of looks over towards Cleona's parents' house and is like, shame about the second most, though.
Yes, I heard she has not yet returned home. I know that she was released from custody without any kind of reprimand. But between you and me, she should have been back by now.
I figured. Well, she was always an adventurous type. I'm sure she'll be back afore long.
Do you know her well? Well enough, I guess.
As well as I know anyone in the village, there's not quite
You say she
50
was
of us, I'd say.
adventurous. You say she was adventurous and her escapade up to the ruined graveyard would corroborate that. Do you think she would take a path if she were to try to return here from the capital? Would she take the road, or would she cut through the forest and the river?
Well, the river, certainly. It's always been the fastest way to get here, and, well, I'm sure you've noticed the woods aren't quite as safe as they used to be, and most of my boys certainly found that out the hard way.
Well, I would bet money that they're a good deal bit safer now. But, we are going to be heading downriver, and I believe Cleona's parents are going to be traveling with us at least until the tower ruin near the lake. That is our destination, but we can't really go much further than that ourselves. Oops. A Bork check.
Truly the most
That was a good
valuable of proficiencies.
That was a good Bork check.
I'm a very solid Bork check. I should also be relatively not shit with instruments, but, you know, I can't roll above a 10 for that.
Well, I mean, really it was a 13 since that was a misclick, but, yeah.
True.
Probably didn't.
I Bork and all the goats like, oh shit, herding.
Yeah, they all just start running around in circles, waiting to be herded. Alright. So yeah, that's the village in a nutshell. If there's anything else you want to discuss with the mayor, we can do that. Otherwise,
no, but I did want to... Is that goblin around town?
God, what was her
Jeez.
name?
Oh, you mean old Blindo?
Tizzy, I think her name was?
Yep, Tizzy.
Tizzy.
No, they haven't seen her for a while. At least ever since she got tossed out of the old, the wise woman's hut. That's when she probably first got blinded. At least they think so.
Yeah, speaking of which, I need to talk to her about that.
Alright.
You cannot just go cursing people.
Ah, but that's where you're wrong.
I mean, the assumption is that she tried to steal and then got cursed because that's
You don't curse someone. That's not cool.
Neither is stealing.
Is that kosher? Just randomly curse thieves?
It's not random, but also it's a thief, so what? They don't have rights. Don't be silly.
Yeah, I think the whole term outlaw pretty much means you're outside the law. Things do whatever.
Yep.
Renegade.
Medieval times, if you're not a part of a city or following its rules.
Yeah, well, I don't like it.
Yeah, but
maybe it's because I'm a caster, but
it's because you're Canadian.
I don't like the idea of just the default of the punishment is you get a curse on you for the rest of your life. You're now blind. Have fun.
I mean, the punishment
that
for
sounds extreme. Also, I feel like it might give. It doesn't help the stereotype.
I mean, the punishment for being an outlaw in medieval times would just be death for anything you do. So
yeah, I know, but
And frankly, it's kind of thought to be, you know, a lot nicer than, like, literally cursing someone with blindness forever.
I mean,
least
she
the
could still
curse-
see coin.
Or
That's true. She could still see money, but Jew vision doesn't count for vision.
Jesus.
I feel like that joke was
Here's,
made already.
It was made like many times.
let
Doesn't
me just
make it
point
any
out
better.
the fact that even in this setting, like when we're playing casters, we default to just fucking people up, okay? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter whether it's in Sav&D, it's in COC and D, or it's
but there's
in
this
Artifacts
one-
and D. If we're all fucking, if any of us is a caster or a gunslinger, we don't give a shit. We fuck people up, okay?
I mean, hell,
Yeah,
we killed the lizards just for
Permanently.
trying to take their book back.
True, but they are also they're a morally ambiguous, not same wavelength group of people guarding an ancient secret castle from the times of Wheneverwhen, and that was their own fault. They
I
shouldn't
feel
have
like that
spent
was
so
a
much
very.
time. They shouldn't have spent so much time being developed as antagonists.
I was about to say, I feel like that's a very elaborate way of saying they're not people, so they don't count.
Yeah, it's a very elaborate way of saying they've developed themselves into antagonists. I'm sorry
Alright,
that they
well-
are plot efficient for killing. That's their own fault.
All right, I'm not going to go into this because I don't want to bog the game down with another conversation. I'm just going to say that Mary goes to her house, talks to her, tells her, please don't curse people again. I know that I get
The wise
goblin.
woman will tell you she did no such thing.
What about the goblin?
The goblin came here already blind and tried to steal something even then, and then just got thrown out a window.
So someone else, Craver.
If you recall, when you met Tizzy, she mentioned she was like way up here when she got blinded, which
Meridia did it.
no.
Damn it, bitch.
All right, well, I'll thank her for her time and apologize for just disturbing her. All right, so Meridia.
Do I have to
cursed her.
send an angry dream sending? I really don't feel
I
like
wouldn't
it.
say angry, but just say, hey,
Stanley worded.
please
Aggressive.
don't say, hey, please try not to curse people. I know that sometimes people will trespass, but please don't curse people.
Fine.
Because she
I'll
was
send a...
she was absolutely the person who cursed the goblin.
Alright, cool. I'll send a dream sending.
Alright. Let's see. Do you say this is a message from Mary, or do you just send it yourself?
I'm going
Mar-
to
No, it's
respond.
fine.
I've
Say me.
been... No, because I also don't... If she has some kind of retort, I don't want it to be directed at my pregnant girlfriend. So I will send a message that's like,
Alright.
okay, I appear to have been informed that you cursed a random goblin for stealing a thing. Curses aren't cool, okay?
That perpetuates the negative mage
It does.
stereotype.
It does perpetuate the witch stereotype. It's not
Zanza
cool.
sneezes.
Alright. So yeah, like later that night you get a response message which is basically perpetuate this, and then she gives you a very rude gesture.
Alright, cool. I dream sent her pictures of my dick. I mage dick pic her. That'll show her.
You dick picked her in DMs.
You're gonna get into a great.
Yeah, I sent her a DM dick pic.
Kreshia, roll me a charisma check.
We
Alright,
fought a
dude.
Hydra for you.
I'm spending inspiration.
Alright.
We fought a super
Ba-bam!
Hydra for
Glad
you.
I did.
Alright. You receive back a picture of your own naked mother sprawled out on a bed, and Meridia just standing over it giving you a thumbs up.
Huh, damn.
Huh.
Well played. Yeah, no, I mean, she's got game. I can't deny that.
So now that the magical flame wars are coming to a close.
Yeah, I also, I'm going to do that important quest thing of sending a message off to Cleo and hoping that she's in one piece. And then I will send one along to Castanex's shaman instead of, like, mind-bombing Castanex and asking if he's seen this person in the area recently.
Oh,
That
my
was-
God.
Which I ask in Draconic because I'm polite.
Of course. Yeah, okay. The shaman will not get you a response tonight, probably because he doesn't want to wake Casternix up.
Sure.
Fair.
And by goblin, I mean kobold.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you don't get a response from Cleo tonight.
All right. But I let her know that her parents miss her. And
I wonder,
hope that she did
is there a
okay, and
thing?
otherwise we're coming down the river to try and find her. So
Is
Fuck
there
up.
a thing for if the dream sending just doesn't actually get to anybody?
sadly, I really don't think there is, which is a pain in the ass. I know.
Let's
I
let's
fifth
read the
edition
spell
here?
description.
Fifth edition spells seem
Dream
strange.
sending.
They are
Maybe
aware of the sender and can refuse to hear it. If they do accept, your whisper enters their mind as a few member and they awake with perfect recall. They have no ability to respond. You immediately know when they hear the message. Oh, so I do know if they hear the message.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she hear the message?
Yes.
Ah. So she's alive.
Yeah, I will inform her parents of this.
All right. Yeah, they will do the
Here's
whole.
the thing, though.
The relieved, thank God. and
Wait,
Yeah.
Ask where she
What's
is.
that? That we
I
don't
have
know
a
yet.
very important question. I
Sure.
have a very, very important question now for Savin.
Uh-huh.
If the sender knows if the recipient has what was the word, like knows if they can or have received it,
Mm-hmm.
what about Sarah's mom? Because back then,
I have that. In that case,
answered.
I have the issue of not actually being able to reach that far anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to do that sending. I cannot send a dream as far from Fort Scar and all the way back to the Elven capital where she lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yep.
Price
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, no. Sadly, I wouldn't have been able to reach anyway, so I'm okay with not trying to
Starman.
retcon and knowing.
Yeah, Starman, Ice Squint, beneath the helmet.
Yep.
So Sierra's mom is an elf? Or
Sarah's mum is, well, presumably an elf. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
how many
Yeah, I
girlfriends
met
did you
her when
have
I-
in Gale of Oz?
This was during Elven College.
So a lot, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Well,
But also, no, she was actually one of the few people who wasn't one of Kreshia's girlfriends because
she was a
she
one-night stand.
stood Kreshia up afterwards,
Oh.
And then got preggers.
and also got pregnant. It's like for Kreshia, it's like one of those actual nightmares come true because usually when she comes to enjoy someone's company, they very quickly become a girlfriend because there's some kind of mutual joy. Being stood up is like a rare level of rejection. That's a very deeply. And then she found out that a child happened who, upon immediately seeing them, unconditionally fell in love. So it's like imagine all of those like little niggling fears have like actual compoundable proof of, oh my god, nightmares can happen, but also I love this child and I don't care.
Aww. So yeah, Cleona's parents are still gonna go searching for her.
Yeah, we'll tell them that's as far as we're as deep as we're planning to go to the river, and I also let Cleo know that the river would be the route we're taking.
Okay.
Hopefully, she'll be able to send a message back if she can prepare it.
Yeah.
But if it's not what she knows, then we'll just have to wait and see. But I know she received it, so I know she's alive. So you can at least, rest easy on that point.
It's true.
Just knowing she's alive is like probably just an incredible relief to them.
Yeah. She's not on it. She is alive and within 120 miles.
Alright. So it is pretty quick going actually while you have a trained hunter and guide leading your party. She knows all the ins and outs of this wood, and you have a fairly clear path along the river, so have no problem.
We're on the river, so it's pretty fast by itself.
And you don't have a boat or anything.
We're just going riverside.
Yeah. So you don't get, like,
okay.
ultra speed advantage, but you do have a guide, so you can move at normal pace. And you arrive at Karla's tower by nightfall. And
So, yeah,
since
so
that's
we do-
as far along the river as you're going, Cluna's parents will bid you farewell and continue on their way.
Wait. Guys,
Stay for the night.
I gotta bring this up because I feel bad. Should I go with their parents? With the parents.
You are the fastest person ever.
It's just
If you're able to meet us in halfway. Well, in fact, if you can get back as quickly as possible, so you can help us with the lizard, with the lizard wizard situation.
I would definitely try to get back quickly. I just want to make sure that I can bring the family down to the city safely.
Okay, then hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Let's see here if I can make your life a little bit easier if you're wishing to accompany them further down the river.
Alright, hold on. Let's just confirm what you're saying. Is you want to split the party over a 75-mile area? Up to.
Like, look, in character, Zanza was the one who was mostly blaming the wizard girl, and she's at least been let go and cleared. So if her family dies searching for her for something that Zanza kind of helped spur it on, I feel really bad.
Alright.
Here's the thing, though.
I don't want to
So-
actually split the party. I feel like Zanza should.
It's night. Remember?
Well, I mean, I'll have the guides, so Zanza will be fine.
No, I mean it's night. Right now, we're at the night time.
Oh.
At the tower. Let them
Please.
sleep, see if she answers so we can get something and we can go in the morning.
Fair enough.
That part.
And also,
I
you know,
do not-
Zanza, Miss Casener would be very disappointed if you didn't return to her for round 2.
I do not
Lead.
think I am unsure if they would be a good idea for them to stay in the tower with us.
Not in the tower, but they could certainly camp above it, right? It's not a massive issue.
It's safer in the towers. Or, well,
It is safer in
there's
the
also-
tower, but also
There are
it's
also flesh golems in the tower.
yeah, it's also an ancient secret magic fortress.
oh,
I mean, we're
Indeed.
Karla's buddies.
And we're
But
also
she
trained
might not-
adventurers.
She might not like randos in her tower.
You're correct on that point.
It's fine. They are they happy to camp above it for the night while I check and see if I get a response?
Yeah, sure. There's a
Okay.
pretty wide open area around the ruins of the tower's exterior.
Yeah. All right.
So for the rest of you, are you going to enter the tower tonight, or would you prefer to
Yeah.
talk to Karla in the morning?
I mean, she doesn't sleep, so shall we?
It's true. She's,
Oh, I guess is Annika prepared this evening?
Oof. It's a good question. And the answer
So
is...
is
Thought
it-
she had all this stuff
Nope.
too.
No, she is visibly growing more nervous as you guys approach the tower, and as you come into like sight of nothingness above ground, almost just a handful of short, broken walls that lead into this abyss of a stairway leading down into the dungeon underneath. Annika is just tapping her thigh with her hand and clutching her staff tight and says, "Are you super sure about this? This seems like a terrible idea."
We've been down there several times. I assure
Yeah.
you, she's very amiable.
and Zanza
amorous.
She's very amorous. Yeah. Damn, you beat me to it, Jeffrey. Yeah. I mean, we can wait for morning if you prefer, but I mean, we've been down there now twice.
Trust me, as someone who's been inside her, I know she's fine.
Oh,
Wow.
Annika
You guys
just
like
forgot
saying
about the
cringes.
fact that Zanza made a
Zanza,
roll.
that's like telling someone that you fucked their grandma. Fucking weird, man.
By the way, I'm pretty sure that she's a good chick because I fucked her.
No, remember Zanza made the intuition roll like as soon
It's true. It's true. You actually you did dick-based dowsing on her soul. You
I mean,
realize
this
she's
is
a good
true,
person.
but also saying that aloud is like,
I mean, yeah, asshole move, but
I mean, this is still Zanza.
This is true. Zanza is actually the world's biggest justice retard. So, I mean, if there's anyone's word that she should accept that this actual ghost is really quite a lovely person, then it's probably Zanza.
All right. I'll trust you.
No, come on. And now I'm actually like above shoulder level of her, so I'll throw an arm around the shoulder. It'll be fine. Also, she's got an adorable gargoyle. She's probably going to tell you that she's not really there.
That is kind of adorable.
Yes.
She's very earnest about her job, but she's not very good at it.
Just makes her cuter.
Look,
Yeah.
she's trying her best, okay?
Yeah, I know, and she's great
She
because of it.
is.
Alright, so yeah, you make your way down the stairs into Karla's tower.
I believe it was this way.
Yeah.
Syrah says she's gonna go see if she can make the gargoyle say something again.
Okay, you have fun, sweetie.
Have fun.
Don't bully her too hard.
It's adorable. Really.
There's nobody here.
I can't see shit. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna heal myself back up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know we
That
haven't rested yet.
statue.
Well, it's
Oh, yeah.
been like some time. We've been traveling.
So Oscar, are you excited to see Karla again? It's been a while.
Oscar meows in the affirmative.
I'm sure she misses you quite a bit. You weren't around the last time we were down here.
Oh yeah, that's true. Saw a fun night quest.
Mm-hmm.
Fish quest.
Fish quest came before that.
Ah, okay.
Miss Karla.
Yes, you approach the witch's bedroom and find the door closed.
She doesn't sleep, right? She's a ghost.
She still has a room with her magic shit on it. Be sure to knock politely.
I will not. I will knock on the door.
Alright. There's a moment's pause before. You see Karla's head phase through the door. And she will...
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you go over here to this curtain and open
I
it.
thought-
There's just the bathroom in there.
Oh, that's the bathroom. Okay.
It sure is.
I can't remember which one was which. I can't. I couldn't.
Nice.
I thought there was
Yep.
a statue.
Oh god, I put me in the wall.
Oh no!
Oh no, you're trapped.
Oh
forever.
god,
Oh
no!
god,
Stop!
you put me in another wall.
Oh,
Help.
it's even worse.
Stop! Jesus!
I actually got
Purgatory
me
for
out.
you.
I just had to rescue Era, and then you threw me into a second wall.
Back into purgatory.
Yeah, fuck you! Get out of here! All right, so yeah, you all see Karla's head phase through the door, and with a faint smile, she says, "Ah, you return, and Zanza, who so politely closed my door on the way out."
Yes, we have returned, and with very good news for you. And someone for you to meet.
So, as you say this, Annika sort of peers out from behind Marcus, and she's taken her pointy witch's hat off and tucked it under an arm, letting this mane of blonde hair fall messily around her shoulders. And she looks at her ancestor with frightened big blue eyes. And Karla just smiles ear to ear.
Be nice to
Oh.
her. She's shy.
So this is the girl. My. Let's have a look at you, girl. She will float out and sort of gently push
Make
Zanza
some
out of the way.
space. Yeah.
Annika recoils as Karla's hands move to her cheeks, and the ghostly witch assures her there's nothing to worry about. She sort of inspects her great-granddaughter like you might expect a prize horse almost, just checking her out inside and out. She actually pulls on an ear and opens a mouth like
I'm trying really hard not to giggle.
Annika's just becoming more and more nervous until Karla finally actually just laughs and says, "I'm just teasing you, girl. This is this is your home, or it could be now, and I suppose I am your great-grandmother. Or perhaps one more great in there, depending on how randy your parents or grandparents got." And Annika will roll her eyes again at the mention of her ancestors having at it.
As they all want to do that.
And Karla will look from Annika to you lot and say, "Well, this is a most unexpected surprise. Thank you all for finding my last hope here."
It's been a delightful journey.
Give Annika
You
a
did
pat on
not
the
have
shoulder.
faith in our ability to complete your request.
No, not at all. But I'm glad you did anyway. And she'll look proudly at Annika and say, "Come here, girl. Let me show you all of the research that our family has done over the years. The magical inheritance you've just come into." And as she says
Right,
that,
slams her into the door.
yeah,
Thump.
the
Maybe
door.
it'll be enough to get her up from level 2.
Yeah, Annika will open the door and sort of walk inside and look around and say, "Ew, that is a lot of weird goo."
Sorry.
Zanza.
Oh, don't mind that. Here, let's take this large spell book here outside where we can study in peace.
Zanza will hop into the room and go, I'll just clean that up before I leave again.
Alright, so Annika walks out. Karla gives Zanza a great big slap on the booty.
Nice.
Lascivious
You know
wink.
that a couple fingers went deep.
And yeah, they will go. And as they're walking past, Karla will turn to Kreshia and say, "By the way, I believe I owe you a reward for this."
Oh. Yeah. I mean, but if you want to hurry up with getting Annika all sorted in, we're here for the night, so there's no rush.
Well, that's mighty fine of you. Don't let me forget, though. And she'll
Oh, I shan't.
give you
You're
a
like shiny
smile
magic things.
on her way.
Turned out well. What do you know? Things turned out well. I mean, there's also, like other travesties to resolve and nightmarish journeys across the continent to what would usually be thought of as sure death. But, whatever. I'm going to soak in this moment of a successful mission.
And then we wake up tomorrow and your body has been possessed.
And then we wake up tomorrow, it's just a fucking dream. No!
No, you're still all the way back in Fort Scarin. The storm is coming.
I did way too many mushrooms, you guys.
You all wake up in the mushroom garden.
Yeah. However, we've all got that collated experience. So we wake up in the mushroom garden at level 7.
Yep.
Oh my god, I'm trained!
Honestly, if you guys party-wide, that'd be a pretty funny way to keep the game going. But anyway.
But it'll never happen because we're never gonna die.
Savin, here's the thing though. We party wife wakes up back there, the storm is about to fucking happen. It'd be like, what's the word again? Like the, lost. It was all a dream by the dog.
God,
Sounds
it would
like
be
the-
heartbreaking
See?
for Kreshia to think of all of that as having been a dream. She has a daughter that would have been just her imagination if she just woke up amongst a bunch of
that's the thing.
mushrooms.
Remember, we met the daughter before the storm hit.
That's
No,
true,
you
but
met her
that-
in the mushroom garden.
We met her in the mushroom place, like in the midst of mushroom hell.
Yeah.
So it's entirely possible that if
Yeah.
this was all some kind of psychological mushroom trip, I also happen to imagine her daughter as some kind of like holdover memory for like that time of the one who got away or some shit. It's just my psyche destroying me.
Oh.
Well, that's fucking depressing, but okay, that's also doable. But here's the thing. That way, Savin gets to, scramble the entire playdeck because then we won't know what fucking happened.
Should we'd have to keep making like Booker tests just to see if we get like psychic nosebleeds from seeing events happen that shouldn't have already happened.
Every time you guys try and metagame, you just take psychic damage. Anyway.
Oh, no, we take stat damage.
What, as the time reasserts itself, we start losing those levels we got while we were in the dream.
No, not levels. We take stat, also actual, like dexterity, strength, whatever that shit.
Right.
We take
Real.
damage to those stats. And that takes a long time to
Yes, it
heal up.
does. Yes, it does.
Brutal. But in the meantime, anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you guys clean up Karla's bedroom, which has been sort of overflown with ectoplasm. This is much too fresh for Zanza to have made.
I've been
Oh,
fucking...
lewd. I'll
Wow.
just prestidigitate that.
Yeah.
I've been double muted.
Oh,
this
wait,
whole
wait.
time.
Oh,
yeah.
Helping.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I will. I wonder how much, if there's a market for ectoplasm fresh from the tap.
Gross.
I mean, it probably actually has a viable use as a reagent. How fucking strange is that?
Yeah, you fucking Japanese pervert.
Wow.
So, I mean, what is ectoplasm useful for? Except for evidence of a good night had.
God, I have no idea. Go thou into the spell descriptions and find out. Like, I'm sure it's in, some magic items and stuff. Anything that probably grants, invisibility or etherealness.
What are we doing again?
So are there,
right now we're making jokes about
Holy shit.
ghost
Ghost
masturbating.
Ectoplasm.
Oh, that's a monster from, Pathfinder.
Oh, PFSRD. Oh, sorry.
Well,
So are there I don't think we've spent the night here before.
yeah, you have.
Is there? Have we? Are there actually?
There's
rooms
some
around?
bedrooms up to the north.
Oh.
That's where you found the yellow diamond of elemental control.
Oh. That's where that came from.
E. I only know that because it's still written here on the map.
Ah,
So yeah, as you guys are cleaning up this huge, horrific flesh golem, we'll sort of stagger out of the shadows.
Hello, Mr. Meaty. Does he have a shirt on now? I forget if we put a shirt on him.
I don't think so, but you did name him Waldo.
Waldo.
Or somebody named him Waldo.
Oh god, we're looking up information on ectoplasm. What kind of penalties benefits are established for eating killed monsters or creatures?
for as we're the
Bye,
player
Waldo.
group who like to fuck everything, there has to be the player group that eats
You know-
everything.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a thing lizard people can do. The
Yeah.
lizard people race can actually eat your enemies and gain health from it. I'm not joking.
I mean, yeah. What else would lizard people do? Eat normal food? The fuck is that shit?
Alright, so...
I wonder if
Actually
it
have
would be
a
in bad
backup
taste
character.
again. I mean, Karla's a lot nice. Actually, no. Considering what happened last time we were here, we're fine.
What are you wanting to do?
Nothing.
We're gonna fuck her.
No.
That's Zanza's
Ooh.
job.
Not Karla. That's Zanza's job. I can't do that.
You literally
Okay,
cannot do
I'm
that.
gonna try to fuck Annika.
I don't think she would appreciate that. As pretty as she is.
Yeah, alas, Annika is cursed with the straightness.
She
Person
succeeded in all of her save versus the gay checks.
Alas.
Afflicted.
She only has eyes for big, beefy boys like Marcus.
I thought she was some fuckboys.
No, remember?
No. Oh
No.
yeah, Annika likes beef boys. That's right.
Atypical for her race.
Man, it's
And
called-
alas,
it's not
Marcus
beef
is
boys,
not
it's
interested.
man meat.
Man meat, yeah. Man meat
Mhm.
instead of
Man
fuckboy.
In that case.
But you know, that's the thing about Sansa. Sansa is a fuckboy, but at least he is a fuckboy with a capital fuck.
Excuse me, I would like to appropriate the term soy boy.
No.
I was hoping for a
Lewd.
bigger reaction. I only said that to make everybody groan. Stand down.
Yes.
So,
Well,
I guess Kreshia and Mary are gonna go catch up or make up for lost time.
It's been a
time to
while.
make it twin.
Yeah,
I don't know.
been
I don't
been a
think. I
while.
don't think I can. I can't. Wait. I can't.
It's time to make them twins. Go for it.
Yep.
That's not how
That's
that
not how that
works.
works.
It's how it works in Sav&D land.
That wouldn't actually. Okay, you know what? That's a possibility.
I mean,
But
that's
I
how
think
Gonna
workers.
keep working.
Kreshia takes precautions, though.
It's true.
Anyway, so yeah, there's the pounding going down at the pound.
Yep.
The rest of the party hangs out in the other bedroom. The night passes without any sort of horrible murder. Or,
Do I get a message back? I'm
Uh,
going to send one
keeps
again
work-
on to Cleo and let her know that we're further along, indeed where we are at currently.
Yeah, you sure don't get a response.
Alright.
She probably doesn't know.
Yeah,
the
it's,
spell.
she probably does not have the spell, but as long as it's still being received, I'm more happy.
Yeah, it is received.
There's while they're busy pounding away,
Mhm.
Frida's gonna work on the combination work of the ever-flowing weave scarf.
Alright.
Nice.
The weeb scarf.
So when Kreshia wakes up next day, she can continue the combined work on it.
Yep.
Alright, and
What
so
the fuck is sovereign glue?
it's glue that holds anything together. Literally
It's
anything.
very, very good glue.
Well, welcome to D&D, where you have magic items such as giant hammers that can sunder the sky and glue.
Yeah, the only thing that can break sovereign glue is the oil of etherealness, which can be used made with ectoplasm.
Oh, you're still looking up ectoplasm shit.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's fun.
See, I
what
knew it was
happens-
etherealness.
I've been waiting to figure out what happens. We keep getting interrupted.
Oh my god, there are two things that are ethereal.
Shut up!
Wait. Oh, all right, fine.
Jeez.
I want to see what happens.
Alright, so yeah, you all wake up. What do you do in the morning when you wake up in this, like, dark, dingy dungeon?
I have some parents to go talk to make sure that they're still around.
Alright. Yeah, they are still here. They've made a little campfire up top and are cooking breakfast. And
Alright.
yeah, they'll invite you to join them. You and your friends, of course.
I want to see to the caseness before heading up.
Okay.
Make sure that's all going okay.
Yeah, so you will come on down to
How would I
Karla's
say?
bedroom. Yeah. Let me get rid of all this ecto goop that's accumulated in here. That's what it doing.
And
Oh,
look, oil of etherealness is going to
hopefully
be
it
really
didn't-
useful.
Hopefully it didn't reaccumulate.
No, it didn't, because you find Annika sleeping in here on a freshly made bed.
Yeah, hey, Annika.
She is sleeping and just like comes up with a start. Ah,
It's gonna grin and gently tail wag.
jeez. Good morning. Is it
Bacon?
a good morning? I don't even.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
it is.
I don't.
Ah,
Were you up all
rubber
night?
temples? Yeah, all up all night getting chewed out by an evil old ghost.
I mean, evil is subjective.
Just, I swear that must have been half a day of just, oh, I'm so disappointed in you. You don't have a spell book. You're a wild mage. You can't control your magic.
Sounds like a typical mom.
Left
Yeah.
Briarmount because of this shit.
I left Briarmouth for this shit. God damn it.
Yeah. Admittedly, that one isn't, Brian didn't have family ghosts and stuff. Or and I just indicate the fact that there was still loads of a spell book effectively just written on one of the walls, some fucking high grade shit. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I can't use it. None of this stuff matters.
She can learn what would be the equivalency of arcane tool proficiencies, those, right?
No. I mean, I guess she could take a feat that lets her use rituals.
She's
From
level
the-
2. She can take some wizard levels or sorcerer, whatever one uses spellbook. Won't kill her.
Yeah, I guess you
yeah,
could
that's
actually
not
just...
how that works, though.
Yeah, it's not going to be for an NPC, but so that's a problem that player characters can solve.
Also, she has that dank intelligence, so...
Oh, that next level intelligence.
Yeah.
So Annika's just not the right kind of.
No, Karla's
Mage for
been
this?
sitting here for like a century and change, and she finally finds her descendant, and it's a sorcerer who is not at all cut out to be a wizard. And has had, yeah, she'll tell you she spent all night just getting berated for being a sorceress. And
Okay, that sucks.
Kind
yeah,
of sucks.
it did a lot. Annika wakes up just feeling groggy and sad.
No, I give her a big hug then.
Oh,
Yeah, just come down into the marshmallows. Give you a hug.
Come down into the marsh pit.
and she will squirm away and like find her cloak, hang up on the bedpost. Well, anyway, she hasn't kicked me out yet, so I guess that's something. Have you seen that horrible abomination of flesh and stitches walking around here?
Oh yeah, you mean
Waldo?
Waldo?
It has a name? Oh, that's
I
even
thought-
worse. That used to be
Did we-
people.
I mean, it used to be, but they weren't using it anymore.
Tell that to zombies.
Well, okay, yeah, but this one's kind of like a bunch of pieces of things, so I figured there's
I don't think that makes it better.
It
I
doesn't.
don't know that it makes it worse.
I mean, it's
It
hard to get worse
potentially-
than zombie.
Sure, I mean, but Waldo at least isn't trying to do things like eat our faces or help commit atrocities for necromancy cases. That thing's just basically a golem. It's an animate magic force and not like an animate trapped soul inside a dead body. It's semantics. Some people use clay, some people use bacon.
That's a nice.
I would love to see a bacon golem. In fact, I'd love to see a bacon anything right now. I'm hungry.
Then let's go upstairs. There's some bacon.
Let me tell you about the time that Third made us fight a calzone golem.
Ooh.
I'm hungry. Fuck all of you. I can
Now
Um,
Kreshia's actually frantically scribbling in her book as they walk. Bacon golem. Look, any meat works actually. I figured she just went for people with bulk, so I mean, you could probably do it with enough bacon.
Or ham.
Yeah, I mean, ham works too. Ham works too, but I feel like bacon's got that cured saltedness. So imagine that smell walking around as your company all the time, just bacon.
God, that would just make me desensitize me to the smell of bacon.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin that smell for yourself.
Oh, that is true. That is a logistical. Maybe that's why she didn't make it out of bacon. Instead, she gets to be desensitized to people pieces, which is probably
Maybe
a good
she
thing to be
made it out of
desensitized to.
corpses because she's an evil witch.
I mean, it's just possible, I suppose. Hey, Sarah. Have a nice night with the gargoyle.
Yeah, she'll just give you a smile and stretch and wag her tail. You know that little image set of a little Borker stretching, seeing you, then wag, 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 wag.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does one of those.
Yeah. That's what we like.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to go find Miss Kasner. I'll catch up.
Sure thing.
Oscar, why don't you go find her?
Remember our reward.
Oscar will tell you she's up the hall here, probably in her lab.
Laboratory.
Which Frida's already found. And yeah, Frida, you find the ghost of Karla Kasner floating through her lab. Yes. Just like that. So she's floating through the lab alongside a invisible servant that's puttering around, pulling out books and flipping them open for her as she works. Basically being her hands in the room. And then she gets like a little bite on the
Hello
toe
there.
as Oscar shows up. Oh, good morning. I suppose I'd lost track of time. It is still morning, isn't it?
Yes.
Good, good. Well, I suppose I should still thank you for bringing Annika here, though she is not what I was hoping for in a descendant.
Yeah. You were hoping for a wizard, but you got a sorcerer.
I was hoping for someone who at least knew how to control their magic. At least had magic. The girl barely qualifies as a mage, and what few spells she does know, she bungles half the time.
Wish I could say that wasn't true, but
Rude.
She's
Hey, I'm
landed at
not
least
there.
one particularly dope chromatic orb even when she fluffed the other spells.
So Karla will just sigh and sort of rest her hands on the desk. And then Oscar will climb up and sit on it and knock something over.
Oh,
Fucking asshole
Oscar.
cat.
And,
Being a
and
kitty.
she is not gonna get better at controlling by being berated.
Well, she's certainly not gotten better at controlling it by studying or doing anything productive. Did you hear that she got herself
Because she,
kicked out of Briarmount? Briarmount! I was one of the founders of this school, and they had the nerve to kick her out.
from what we heard, people got really hurt.
That just proves my point, doesn't it? She can't be trusted with this sort of magic. Well, I suppose I can wait another 20 years for the next generation to pop out.
I
You
know
should get
I'm
that-
not there, but I'm just gonna say this now.
No.
This is how evil villains are made.
So she'll sort of look
No,
at Mary and
no.
Frida and say, you should get that big, strapping, handsome man of yours to hurry things along for me.
No.
I don't think anything's would be coming out of that.
No, I mean, no. You won't be getting a chance for next generation if this is what you're doing right now.
What I'm doing right now is still wasting away in this place with no worthy heir.
And if you keep doing it the way you're doing now, you will never have anyone coming ever back here.
Ugh.
You're berating somebody for her magical capabilities that she got in a different way from you. She was born with it instead of having to study it.
Karla will just
She is a
shake her head.
conduit of magic.
Yes, and she's too lazy to learn how to control it. Listen to me, I've taught
calling somebody-
hundreds of mages in my time. I know her type. She wants power, and she wants it now. She doesn't want to sit through the lectures, the teachings to learn how to safely harness her power. She just wants to hurl lightning bolts and curses and whatever else is on her mind.
I feel like this is a whole other movie.
Yes, but there's a difference There's a difference, though. She is not those of who you thought. She is literally your granddaughter, the only one that you have. Your great-great-granddaughter, the only one that you have right now. And you're letting your frustration go out. Lash out against her for something that nobody has taught her even from before. You're saying you know her type, and yet you're doing this. You're pushing her away. And if, from the looks of it, you will permanently push her away forever.
Roll a persuade
There
check.
will be no Kaisner here. Roll a persuade check, you say?
Yeah, Mare, if you have anything to add, you could potentially grant advantage.
I agree that family is very important. She might be rough around the edges, but you won't know unless you give her a chance. She is probably also very. I don't mean to offend, ma'am, but she wasn't most comfortable coming here knowing that you are the ghost. She's probably a little still nervous. It will wear off in
Yeah,
time.
she got shouldered with, oh, you're the descendant of the great Kaisner. You're supposed to know this. You're supposed to know this. Why don't you know this? Everyone was bashing on her for, why don't you know this? You're a Kaisner. You're supposed to know this. You're descendant of her. Everyone was trying to force you and how you were onto her and your ways of being and your type of magic, which isn't hers. She got angry. She got scared. She got frustrated with itself. And that caused her to lose control. That caused people to get hurt. That caused her becoming afraid. That's why she just looks for power to just throw it out there.
Alright, go ahead and
Because
make a
that's
check.
the thing she knows what to do. Okay. Advantage or not?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that. Bonus. What's it called?
Bardic.
Bardic. Bardic, yes.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Blam.
Oh yeah.
Alright, the
Such a
35.
35.
God.
I think that's one of the highest skill checks I've ever seen in 5e, so good job.
Oh please, you
And then
fuckers
save
keep pulling
rolls.
this shit on me and Borks all the time.
And
I
then
don't think
Savin
we ever
rolls
hit
two nat 20s.
35.
I feel like you have, but sure.
And then Savin rolls two nat 20s.
And there's no resistance roll to this. It's just a DC, which is much lower than 35.
Okay.
So Karla will sigh and shake her head sadly. You're right. I'm making a mess of this. I've just been waiting for so long. You don't know what it's like to be trapped here for an eternity, and no, you're right. I don't need to be calling your names. That's not going to produce anything fruitful from our relationship. She'll reach down and just stroke Oscar's little neck and say, would one of you please go topside and ask Annika to come back down? I suppose I owe her an apology.
God fucking damn it.
You okay there, DCL?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Just gonna paint the image of Frida as some kind of ethereal torture master.
I'm sorry, I was just giggling at that fucking description. Ethereal torture monster.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I
Okay, so
figure with like a living
where-
person in it, you'll warm up to the place.
How long do you think I'm supposed to stay here, anyway? Just-
Until one of you feels ready, I guess. Like, just
Ready
so
for
you know,
what?
the offer is always open for you. You'll know when it happens, but, you know, if it doesn't, then we've got a guild hall in Fort Scarron, and you're always welcome.
Go,
And shit, you can
go,
put
go.
together a group of not assholes and try that adventuring thing out with them. At least until we turn up and go back on our wonderful things.
Go.
Hey, Frida.
Hello there.
I will hand her a delicious fruit and berry pie.
Oh.
The rest of us meat people eat our carnivorous meals for breakfast.
Thank you.
So, have you managed to, arm wrestle my mother into submission, or is she going to, continue to...
Arm wrestle?
I don't know.
I
Kreshia was
can't
just
do
saying
the
how you were
things
going to
that-
torture the poor ghost.
Yep, gonna win her over completely. Put her through the ringer.
Oh. Oh,
But
that.
metaphorically.
Yes, she actually wants to talk to you and have actual... I think she wants to apologize for the way she's acted.
Oh, really?
Yes,
And I'll look to her.
I had...
You'd be nice too. I imagine that we would all be kind of super fucking ratty if we were stuck as a ghost in a tower for a very, very long time. And then you're like, all right, and then the wizard. Oh shit, it's a sorcerer.
Look, it's not my fault.
I know, no one's blaming you, but at the same time, I figured that, you know, if she's gonna try and apologize, then be receptive instead of pull the "well, you should be sorry" thing, because that always just turns into a fresh fight. Take it from her mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just a walking disappointment to your lineage.
No, you're a freaking sweetie.
No. Here's the thing, though. She has... It's, she hinged her ideas. She built herself up, and then she was angry with herself for not thinking of the part of, like, maybe she could have been something else. Maybe she's not a wizard. Maybe she's this and that. But she didn't think about being a sorceress, and all she had in her mind was all that she had known. And she's been stuck in this, well, points around this ruin of a tower, which has been her, well, echo. All she has been doing is talking to herself and just getting no new information. She's just been repeating what she has always known, so the fact that you are a sorcerer, she forgot to include that. She didn't think about, for example, your situation. For example, that her name is supposed to have carried a lot of weight, and that weight was put on you needlessly.
Alright, I'll give the old lady another chance. But only because I kinda like you guys. Not doing this for her anymore, that's for sure.
No.
She will
Well, here's the
squeeze
thing.
by you.
Maybe you can try and think of it in a different way. The magic comes from within you. It doesn't come from studying. that's the difference. She grew up with having to study hard and become great like that. You are literally a conduit of magical energy from the world. So,
Ooh, I
in a
am one
different
with
way,
everything, and everything is one with me.
yeah, but no, it's not. It's not so much of being dismissive about that idea. It's the fact that you are alive and you can channel the essence of the world. That's really, really cool. Not many get to do that. They can say they can do that, but that also requires focus. Like, just like it's the opposite of Sansa when he's in a room doing things.
Excuse me, Zanza is the definition of focus.
No, oh look, shiny. Oh, I have to go and do justice. No, focus on what you're supposed to be doing, Sansa.
Justice is the ultimate focus, which is what I mean.
I was gonna say, yeah, no, he's got like a justice attention deficit disorder, but it's just because his attention is
Yeah.
constantly stolen by justice instead of the other way around.
I mean,
Mm.
he has laser-like focus, but only for justice.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, everything else is like a fucking what's it called a crow in a penny store.
That's because the only thing that matters is justice.
See, that's what I mean. His attention is very spread unless he has a singular thing of focus. For you, it's the opposite. Your magic is conductive for when you focus, but that's only if you want to. We've seen how great you can do when you're focusing, and it's really cool. It's really magical.
It's a good way to give Zanza a conniption.
And yeah, and it's beautiful in itself. You don't need to bring up a book or anything. No, you move your hands in a delicate, intricate pattern, and you speak with such fluent softness that the words just dance up and read with your hands, and suddenly she just does jazz hands like awesome magic.
I will also jazz hands like in time and make it sparkle.
Annika will just roll her
And
eyes
it's
and
really
laugh.
so that's what I mean. Like you can become so good at what you are. You don't need to. You don't need to. Yeah, what's the word I'm trying to remember? You don't need to study that stuff. Stuff like no. All you need is your mind, your power of personality, and you being you to channel greatness. That's amazing.
Alright, I get it. I'm a special snowflake. I'll go talk to her. Just
Yay!
I can see why Kreshia holds such a high opinion of your talents. Annika will just wave over her shoulder as she descends back into the darkness. Sierra,
And then
meanwhile,
she
just...
gets eaten by a guru.
Yep. Meanwhile, Sierra just laughs and says, I think you made a friend there.
Wait,
Frida very good at what Frida do. Oh, she was already a friend.
Now
I'm
she's
just
your
saying she
super
wasn't
best
into that.
friend.
Yeah. Wait a second. Where have I heard that before? Kreshia gets a nosebleed. The worlds, they're crashing into each other again. But it can't be. She didn't purchase her. That's how you get super best friends. You spend money to acquire them.
Super
The
best.
contract.
No, if you does super best friend, you need a Hall of Justice.
Yep. Oh god.
Oh wait, we have a Hall of Justice.
We do have a
Oh,
Hall
no.
of Justice. Whoosh, whoo.
And we got the Flash already.
Yep, we've got the Flash. Who's our oh no, I can't do this. I can't just think of us all as different superheroes because my brain will just fucking crumble. but it is safely said
Wonder Woman,
that Zanza is there.
Superman, The Flash, Batman, and Super Twins.
I suppose this is an
sorry.
important question. Who is our party's Batman?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
No, it's probably
Hey.
Sierra.
It's probably Sarah, yeah.
Sarah's not rich enough. She
She needs a utility belt. What do you mean? She's got royalty parents. I mean, actually, no. The real problem. Yeah, okay, no, she can't be Batman. I don't want to die yet.
Yeah, you can't die. If you die, then she becomes Batman, but you can't.
Yeah.
Then she actually adopts Zanza's justice talk but goes to the dark
Yeah, you could be the boy wonder.
Okay. But
Make sure you become the good Robin and not the bad one.
Yeah, you don't want to get todded.
Oh.
Okay,
You
okay,
know
okay.
what's actually
Focusing
funny?
back.
Because
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Let's-
Yes. Alright. Yeah, my bad.
Zanza knows that the dream sending you didn't get a message, right?
I didn't get a response, but I do know that she is continuing to be alive.
Alright. Zanza will go overlay that to the parents.
Alright, well, their resolve is undiminished. They will be continuing on down the river.
Alright. Just give me a second to convene with my party. I need to let them know that I might have to come along.
I think they're just gonna say, like, no, you have big, important royal adventure things to do. We can find our daughter.
Listen,
Having one more pair of eyes isn't gonna make that much of a difference.
listen. When your daughter was caught and accused of being a necromancer, I was one of the people... No, I was the person who was most skeptical of her innocence. She's been released and let go, and as her parents are looking for her, if anything were to befall you guys, it would partially be my fault, and I'd never forgive myself.
Zanza's too pure.
He is, and yeah,
Say what?
her parents, the parents smile, and Cleona's mom will put her hands on on your shoulders and say, "Well, first thing's gonna take a big yawn." Ooh. Jesus Christ!
What? My mic?
No, Savin had to yawn.
No.
Big fat yawn. All right, yeah. So her mom will put her hands on on your shoulders and say, "It's all right. Like I said, I'm a huntress. My husband's damn good with an axe. We'll be all right. All we're doing is just taking a walk down the river to find our girl."
I hope you're right. The forest has been dangerous. I mean, we run into things all the time. I mean, literally all the time.
Yes, and you're a great big group of adventurers. We can just be sneaky.
Zanza looks nervously down at his feet. And he'll go, "All right, I just want one test. If you're able to sneak past me, I think you'll be good against many other things. I just want to make sure that you will be safe for sure."
Ah, Zanza's testing them. God, I want him to crit succeed so hard.
I do too, honestly.
Because Zanza turns around like, well, have you tried to... They're gone. What? They actually have just already left. They packed up camp and left. While you were
Zanza, what's your passive perception?
Zanza's passive perception is probably like 12, wisdom score of 2, plus 2. Yeah, his passive perception is 12.
Well,
Eat my ass.
they can't do it. You are too keen and alert to let these two catfolk scurry away.
Right. So, okay, so tell me this. They're going towards the kingdom and there's been a carriage route set up, right?
What?
There's been a trading route set up between the main kingdom and the little village, right?
I mean, yeah, there's
By
a
road.
road now.
Oh, by road. So I can't get them to wait and just take a carriage.
Wait, here's the thing though. If she's alive but not answering the page, she can, send the spell. But she had to use the carriage to go by the road because she was set up with the carriage, correct? And supplies.
What?
She's
No,
going.
she
The
went
girl.
just by the river.
Yeah, there's no
That's
carriage
not
involved
right.
in this.
Okay, well then, I'll check.
Fleet scouts with +6, but you rolled a fucking 2, Savin.
Wait. If she went by the river from our own city, is she fucking camping and being high as fuck at the Bay Enclave?
I'm
Who
not gonna
knows?
lie. The moment he added it and she didn't turn up, I'm like, motherfucker. It's like an extra reason to go to the fairy town. I'm like, we can't do that. Grumble.
I know, I'm grumbling, but it makes sense. Responsibility?
Well, then her parents will go to the Fey Enclave and try and find some people there who can help spread out and search the area. Because surely the people there will have seen her and will know what's going on.
Will they accept potion?
Yes, they will accept supplies if you want to get them up.
Yep.
But
Right.
here's the thing, though. The swarm came from the south. Fox beast.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, they flew over
Okay.
a forest. It's not going to solve all the
Yeah,
things.
but it's 1,200.
Yeah, they're over in Battlefield.
Sure, but they also happen to have Zanza's illness of justice ADD.
Oh, well, that is indeed true.
I'm worried
I mean,
about
the point
Yeah,
is,
but I mean the fact that if there was anything bad in the path of that it's just fucked.
well, I mean, unfortunately, there's still a decent part of road and stuff.
Lots of forest that they wouldn't
Yeah.
have crossed directly the hexes of. Sure.
I'm
Yeah, but
eyeing
just
so
just
hard
to
to-
mention. Yeah, but
Like
you
I
see,
don't
that's
I
what I
don't
mean.
blame
Like,
Zanza
if they came
for
from-
wanting to do the thing. It falls
but I just mean
entirely
the
on
fact that
mine.
if there was anything that 1,200 pair of eyes didn't fucking notice that was evil, it's really good at hiding.
God, why is Jane Austen on the £10 note?
They would have
Who?
been flying over.
Jane Austen?
Jane Austen, yeah.
They would have been
Something to do with
flying
English
over.
money.
They would have been flying over directly to get to the undead. They wouldn't have cleared out the forest of
Yeah.
anything dangerous.
No, but they still would have flown quite a bit wide and then just moved over. If there was anything bad in the way, they would just rain arrows and then everything was dead.
I mean, if they found it and if they stopped for it, and then
Would they
like
even fucking need, because bows have like 300 feet of range.
I mean, they still gotta see it first, and it is a thick forest that they'd be flying over.
Yeah, like I said, if 1,200 pair of eyes, aka 2,400 eyeballs,
That are all
didn't
just
see
as
that,
focused and probably
it's
looking.
really, yeah, then they're really good at, hiding.
I'm eyeing you, Savin.
He's not here to be eyed at. He's
Oh.
gone to go do dog thing while you were
Okay.
talking. So you
Oh,
aren't
I
eyeing
see.
Savin.
Okay,
You're
I'm
eyeing
back.
an empty chair.
Hello.
Hey, it's Savin.
I'm eyeing you, Savin.
What
I
did I
want to
do?
split the party, but I feel like if I don't do this, the family is going to die. There's going to be
All
some
right, look.
betrayal.
Here's the thing that's going to happen. If you split the party, Zanza's going to disappear for a long while, possibly forever, depending on how things span out. So you're going to be basically you're just going to have to take over one of the NPCs for a while, I guess. At least because the party's going right into the lizard thing, which is almost certainly going to be a combat encounter of some kind. So,
Mechanically, it makes sense, but roleplay. Roleplay, damn it.
Well then,
I'd really rather you
Yes,
didn't
thank-
go, but at the same time, I obviously don't blame you if you end up wanting to.
Fucking fine. For the mechanics, I won't split the party.
good boy.
For the mechanics. Bothers me so much.
We will give them potions and supplies.
It
And
bothers me so.
Zanza, you have a greater destiny than this, and we kind of need you for it.
I also want the closure for this quest.
I know, we all do, but at the same time, it
I
is
won't-
a couple of people when we have a nation to save.
Fine. No splitting the party. No splitty Reno.
Gotta make those hard decisions.
Yep. Literally the things we learn in that temple and recover for the dragon so we can go into the ancient city of magic. And then onwards to Lord Winter, and you might not be around to join us on that trip. That's so much more important, sadly, than 3 people.
I mean, alternatively, if Zanza has to skip out on the Lost City of Magic, he could roll a wizard or something and actually contribute.
He
Fuck
wouldn't want to
you.
be a wizard.
First
Alright.
off, I contribute plenty. Second of all, how fucking dare you?
Where
I'm
is
sorry,
this
you're
guy?
already a wizard. You have a cantrip. That's right.
Where the fuck do you get off, you...
He gets off on salty tears.
Yes, he
That
uses
evil-
your soul
His evil little
for
witch
his
cackle.
bacon.
Fucking, I try to roleplay a hero of justice, and you reward me with the salty fucking jabs. I see how it is.
I'm sorry, that was a low blow, my bad. I was more thinking about, like, contributing to the, like, discovery of magical stuff, which Zanza would hate, but...
God, I'm like already going to have to like prepare a bottle of like NyQuil or something for the adventure in the magical city with Zanza, because I know it's just going to be the saltiest thing.
I'll behave.
No, you won't. You'll try though, and I appreciate it.
So speaking of which, like, hypothetically, if you found a way into the Magic City, or, like, in the Lizard Temple, would you go do that before winter or afterwards?
Depends on
Like, how much time do we potentially have to make this journey? Because
You
I
have
feel
no
like
idea.
we can't. I feel like we can't afford to do that right now.
I feel like it would be the wiser idea to maybe gear up before we go fucking talk to Winter.
No, here's just no.
He's also
here's the
watching
thing,
us, and
yes.
we'd be climbing into a place of like next level strength. and we would
am-
just disappear.
Hmm.
I am strongly disinclined to faff around on this adventure.
Yeah, I want to
mean,
save Mary's mum too much to like put that at risk, even for the obvious like potential gains here.
I was about to say, because going
Sick
to a
games,
magical
bro.
city to gear up wouldn't be faffing around.
It wouldn't be faffing, but at the same time, like a loss of time and doing a thing where we literally just like temporarily disappear from Winter's eyes seems like a terrible thing to do when he's holding very important people hostage.
Damn it.
This
sure is a
giant dog in my lap.
It's
Hi,
the
doggo.
difference between trying to pony...
Merisiel, I want to also. I'm gonna throw this out there.
Yo.
If we go there and have a extensive knowledge about a fucking ancient, ultra-powerful magic city and how to get in,
That might be a particularly useful bargaining chip as
Yeah.
opposed to if we've already fucking
no,
ransacked
no.
the place.
But we wouldn't...
no, I mean, I know how to get in there versus
Getting in there.
knowing of it, but not how to get in. See, like they can't extract information on how to get in if we don't fucking know how to get in.
That one tips me to the other side. I am not
Yeah.
for giving Lord Winter any more potential power. Assuming he even
Yeah.
needs that, but let's not assume that he's already at world domination status.
Let's just continue being adventurous. We'll go to the lizard temple because we told Cassie we would do, and I would hate to disappoint anyone named Cassie.
Casses are good
So, yes.
people.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if we don't know how to enter the fucking magical city and all that shit and know what's in it, that's less of a thing they can, take forcefully, get out of us or mind read us or rip the secrets from our
Skull
flesh.
rape it out of our brain fleshes.
Yeah, see,
I mean, fuck. That to me is still just another argument if we should not be going if we think that's a potential possibility.
no, like I said, it's a precaution. If we don't know it, there is no information to gain out of it. That's it.
Are you saying we don't go do lizard at all, or we just do
No.
lizard and then don't city?
We do listen. We don't read what it is. We give it the fucking cast and then move on.
Okay, yeah, that's that. I thought that was the plan originally, so I am, as one would expect, still on board with that. Let's go do the thing.
Yes.
I'm specifically looking at your Kreshia character of not.
Oh well, no,
looking
because
at the
Kreshia herself, despite being very, very curious, is invested in a number of things, and one of those things is making sure that her girlfriend's mother doesn't die at the hands of an evil super wizard. That and
That
learning all
might-
that lost knowledge would be a total waste if she then went and died.
So yeah. But anyway, so that's what
Alright.
I mean. It's just
There.
That's what we're doing.
There's no longer giant doggo in my lap, so that's good timing.
good. And we can keep working on the scarf
Alright.
while we walk.
Yeah, so I'll continue to help with that.
So yeah, let's you
somehow
say your goodbyes to Cleona's parents and to Annika, who will be
Yeah,
staying here
let's-
for the bit.
I would like to
Um,
see Miss Kasner about the reward before we leave.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Assuming that they, when I go back down, they've had their kiss and make up.
Yes, you go down
They got
like
Frida to, like next level Frida, so I think that it's probably going to be fine.
yeah, you
I
go
wanna
down there
be
like
there.
an hour later, and Annika's working on some magical obscura, while Karla will float over and say, "Ah, yes, your reward. Come, come. I have a few items that may interest you."
Oh, thank you.
And she will take you into the center chamber of her dungeon here, which you have thus far not entered.
It's true. We've been polite. Are we able to see it on map?
Yeah, sure, I can bring you guys inside.
Yeah, I would love to actually see what it looks like because I have judiciously avoided walking into it and fucking shit up.
Yeah, we've been
Probably a good
behaving.
thing.
It's so hard to behave when you know that there's sweet magic shit waiting for you.
Alright, so y'all.
And Waldo.
Yes, and there's also Waldo
Hey.
waiting for you.
Waldo.
Hey,
Hey, Waldo.
Waldo, buddy, pal.
He makes
I
a
mean, he's got
groaning
like
sound.
red pants. He obviously needs the red shirt to go with it,
But he's
No,
not a
white
red shirt.
with white
And-
stripes.
Yes. That's the
Alright, so Karla will speak a word, and all of the various golems in here will stand down for the moment. And she will float on up to this raised platform, upon which you
That's-
see rests a ring, a staff, and a tome. And she turns
Zanza's
to you
gonna
and
hop.
says, "I will give you your choice of 2 of these for the service you have rendered."
Zanza's gonna hop and cast dancing lights because he can't see for shit.
Ah, yes, good old not having dark vision.
But I can make light clones. That's about as good, kind of.
There you go.
That should fucking impress her a bit.
Yeah, Zanza, since he was gone, has learned a cantrip.
Ooh. Well, aren't you just a little precocious bunny?
My horns won't stop glowing. I'm
Would you
pretty
like to
sure
read
it's
it?
a sign of justice.
Would you like one last romp with him this morning before we leave, Karla?
I didn't realize you were his pimp, but yes.
Well, I mean, I wasn't intended to charge, but I guess we are about to receive magical equipment. You know what? We can give you him for like an extra hour if you're willing to hand us 3. And I will grin and tail wag.
No, I'm afraid I do have some obligation to provide an inheritance for my descendant.
Fair.
I am curious as to what the ring does, though.
Let's see. I will step forward. I can identify things.
I mean, we could just
I
ask
mean,
her
we
to
could
tell
just
us.
Or I mean, we could just.
Yeah, how rude.
I kind of like.
I think it is
mystery
kind
of
of
finding out.
it is kind of rude to walk up to someone like, all right, I'm just gonna identify your magic items, while she's just stood there like, whoa, come on now,
I kind of want the mystery of finding out what the.
wizardry.
Just ask the person who's giving us the rewards.
Yeah. What would these objects be?
Alright, so let me pull out their little handouts for myself here. Annie the Tome. Okay. So, which would you like to know about first?
No
I
ring.
desire to know more.
The
I
ring.
guess let's go with the ring then. Yeah.
Alright. This is a ring of warmth. It is a bronze ring engraved with several small carvings of salamanders, and is inset with a small tourmaline gem. While worn, this ring grants you resistance to cold damage, and it has a secret.
I have two reasons why I want this. One, because I almost froze to death on a mountain. Two, because if I had it, I could give warm hugs. Actually, that's an argument for Frida to have it.
What would the secret of the Ring of Warmth be?
Karla doesn't know.
Oh, interesting.
She
Okay.
received this in a trade with another mage just a few days before the end times, and she really never had a chance to even put it on.
Okay.
Well,
I could take a look at it.
What are the other two objects?
I'm going to cast Identify on the ring. Well,
She'll
Kresh's
allow
looking
you.
at his.
So we'll get back to you in a minute.
Okay.
The staff is a Staff of Stones command. This
Staff of
quarterstaff
Rockfriend?
is
that a
made...
rock friend?
Yes.
It
And
seems kind of redundant considering our luck.
We already have the ability to command stone. And sorry, yes, it's
No.
it's an actual
No,
power.
no,
source.
actual stone, not, things.
Alright.
this quarterstaff is made of metal, and each end is coated with a sheath of solid stone that is ever so slightly warm to touch. Runes of elemental earth have been burned into its length and glow once you lay hands upon it. This staff requires attunement by a character with spell slots. It functions as a quarterstaff that deals extra bludgeoning damage. It counts as magic, and the staff carries one charge, which is restored each day, that can be used to unpetrify someone, cast stone shape, or summon a lesser earth elemental for 1 minute.
Ooh, that's really good.
You're
At the same
attuned.
time, I feel like that's immediately the one Annika would like the most. Because it's a
Yeah.
staff that is a bludgeoning weapon that does extra damage.
Yeah, she'd probably like that the most of all these items. And then you have the Tome of Imparted Life. This is a book that Karla will be proud to tell you that she created herself.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Is that the, like, important life? Like, is that, like, looks around
Is it full of ectoplasm?
making golems?
Indeed it is, my life's work.
Ooh.
This contains the simplest of my rituals to create animated armors and gargoyles.
Zanza has PTSD flashbacks to the Mimic Room.
Kreshia's tail starts wagging. I'm like, oh, very interesting. Face trying to play it cool.
Poker face, not poker face.
Not poker tail, yeah. She's got an incredible poker face when she's sat down and her tail isn't visible. Like, oh, that's very interesting. Just wagging wildly. I'm gonna admit, incredible bias. I want to learn to make golems. And gargoyles. Look how cute gargoyle friends.
I mean, golems would help the effort of fighting off the necromancer.
Yeah, sure, that too.
What about the ring?
Hmm.
Yes, about this time, as Karla's finished showing off her golem manual, Mary is finished with her ritual and finds out
It's a trap.
it is. The ring is cursed. It cannot be
Oh.
removed until targeted with a remove curse or similar magic. Attuning to this ring causes your limbs to become covered with thick, heavy scales that make your movements slow and awkward. While you're attuned to this ring, you have disadvantage on all dexterity ability checks, but you look like a salamander.
Oh,
Well, Miss
Ooh.
well,
Hey,
shit.
there. Who
That's
gave
the-
you this ring?
A colleague of mine, a salamander wizard. Why?
Hmm.
That makes sense.
Well, Well, it seems there's a there's a bit of a curse on this ring.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Something to
Yes.
destroy my mind, I'm sure. You always did have
ring
a
can't-
fascination with my body.
No, you don't know what this ring does. I know what this ring does.
Oh,
Okay.
well, please do enlighten me.
Well, For one, well, of course, as with many cursed items, you can't take it off once you put it on. When you attune to its magic, it will, well, it's going to try and turn. Well, I'm not sure how fully the transformation is, but it'll at least partially make you appear like a salamander with scaly arms, and it will hamper one's movement quite a bit, and your dexterity will be handicapped.
Well, I suppose he was more serious than he let on about certain proposals. Well, I'm glad I didn't put that ring on, but still, it does
Proposals?
prevent you from frostbite. Sure, a little salamanderification might not be too bad.
I wonder if the transformation is permanent or only while the ring is on you.
You'd have to spend a remove curse every time you wanted to take it off.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
how
I do
often
know
do you
how to
take your
do
magic
that.
rings off?
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't you just remove curse the magic item?
But
That's not how that works.
that's not how that works. Sally, you can do it
It's actually
to slip it off.
It's very hard to actually remove a curse from an object entirely.
Yeah, that's
Remove curse is
that's
generally only used to suppress its effects, so it can be removed.
So to answer your question, Kina, the transformations persist as long as you're attuned to the item, whether or not you're wearing it.
So as long as you are attuned to it.
How do you unattune to a magic item?
You spend a short rest doing so. Obviously, if the
Is it
item's
just
cursed.
arms, or do you get the legs and the tail and the...
All of your limbs, and you get the tail and ears.
Wow. So you basically become a salamander.
Apparently, salamanders are slow
I mean,
physically. I thought you were insinuating that they're dumb.
You've misspelled
No.
scaly. I mean, I know that I really want the book, and I also know that Annika would love the staff, even though it's a very powerful staff that would do it. Actually, wait, who amongst besides me and Mary uses staff?
I mean, literally everyone
already-
but Zanza could use that.
I already have an implement.
You already
I
have
mean,
a staff.
I would need spell slots, so unless the bludgeoning damage is pretty massive, I would have no incentive.
not for you.
Yeah. I mean, you could take a level of Druid real quick.
Oh, war bear.
Next level's coming. No, because it's like one level druid, you don't get to turn into anything cool.
You get to turn into animals at second level.
Done. You'd have to invest 2 druid levels to become
Yeah,
the combat bear. The com bear.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. If I could actually turn into something decent, I would actually take that level of druid.
Yeah.
No. So you are presented with a choice of the Staff of Stone's command, Create Construct, or the Ring of Warmth.
Man, oh man.
I guess we can take the Ring of Warmth and then maybe try to decurse it,
That's totally a thing you could try and do.
as long as nobody puts it on.
Yeah, I mean
is
that
being
would
a
be
Mander so
useful.
bad?
It would be useful to have it in the case of an emergency, and I really do think Annika would appreciate being left the staff as opposed to the ring of become a salamander.
It seems like it would be kind of a dick move.
Leave her a
Like, we'll take
cursed
the
ring.
Yeah, we'll take the 2 cool ones, thank you. No. Yeah, I'm okay with leaving behind the staff in order to not give Annika a cursed ring, and indeed we might be able to actually make a use of it.
Okay.
We are going to Lord Winter. His name is Winter.
Yeah, spoiler alert, he does, in fact, do a bit of cold damage from time to time.
Spoiler alert, if we have to actually fight him, we need to be getting the fuck out.
Well,
I
no,
mean,
but
yeah,
I mean,
that
that is also true. But the place is gonna be setting appropriate to Winter.
Alright,
So
so
It's kind of his aesthetic.
Kreshia, you
I was
take
interested in
the
the
book,
ring until I heard Dex build.
Yep.
and who's going to take the ring? Also remember, Zans, it's just to dexterity ability checks, not to your attacks or anything, or saving throws.
Or saves.
I'm interested in it. I won't lie.
Would you like to hang on to it regardless, so that if the event comes up, you can pop it on?
I
Well,
will hold
Remember, it
on to
doesn't.
it.
You have to attune to it, which takes a short rest. So
But do you have to wear it to attune to it?
yes.
While worn, yes.
To get any benefit from this ring, you turn into a salamander.
I'll hold on to it, but I'm not going to tune to it right away.
No, not right away. But it might be a thing to do on like the boat over to winter.
That ability penalty, an ability.
It's just on the check for disadvantage. It's not a negative to the stat, and it is only on the check, which is honestly not bad as far as curses go.
Also, do remember that Mary can cast Curse at any short rest. Or
And remove curse, hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to recurse it.
I mean, Curse is a
even
Warlock
harder.
spell, but no.
Sure.
She has Remove Curse.
Yep. I'm gonna look at Karla and go, do you have any statues I could practice a gargoyle with?
Why, yes, I do in fact have several statues, as you might have seen passing through the halls.
Oh wow, I thought, man, animate gargoyle is worthless for me.
Yeah, these are not Warlock spells, alas.
There's not much. There's not much.
Let's see how the monster +1, minimum 3.
Unfortunately, yeah, it does consume one of your spell slots, which for a Warlock is pretty crippling.
Yeah, for as long as the gargoyle's around, you do not have that spell slot.
Yep, and for me that means I'm giving up on a counterspell or a fireball or a vampiric touch or a solidify greater essence.
You keep listing off the things you give up, but let's be honest, you give up much for Rock Friend.
I'd give up a lot for a cool rock friend. That's okay.
Then again, if you had some residium, you could probably fashion a kind of core for the gargoyle to feed off of instead of your own power.
Sure. I mean, we could certainly work on that. For now, though, I guess it's something that I would like to give a go if you're okay with my... Well, we'll do it with a test. I'm not going to keep your awesome statue. That would be a bit rude.
Well, by all means, keep it. I have little use for relics gathering dust.
Okay, cool.
Though I'm afraid, unless one of you knows how to shape stone, and no, you can't use my staff.
Not even, like, temporarily?
No, that's mine.
Ah.
Unless you know how to shape stone, these shapes you see here are rather set already, so... There are statues of elven archers, Amazon kings, and dwarven warriors. There's also a headless bath maiden, but I don't think you want to make a gargoyle without a head. That's just
seems a bit rude.
Cruel.
Unless they get to carry around their arm Doulahan style.
If you can find the head. I've been looking for it for 100 years.
Am I able to find the head?
No.
Nah, okay. On a cursory glance, I'm afraid I do not know where the head is hiding. Have you checked under the sofa?
I've checked in the sofa. I think someone made off with it.
Oh, that's really rude. Was there ever gargoyle the statue head upstairs somewhere? I know, just wondering.
I don't think you've ever seen a random statue's head lying around. Like,
I've been playing too much Kingdom Death Monster. I'm just used to like weird stone heads just being places.
And penises. There's penises everywhere.
Is that a thing in that game?
I mean, considering one town we had to rename Incestville, and there's a Phoenix of Time with a butthole made of hands that casts abilities that destroy people if they have a matching family line going too many generations deep. So we basically qualify it as the Incest Police. Yes.
What?
Kingdom of Death is very sexual.
Kingdom Death Monster is hardcore.
That is some lumpkin shit. Go away.
One of the figurines is literally a girl who has a dress of penises and tongues, man.
Anyway, that's fucking nightmare fuel.
No, wow. So that game is actually amazing. I'm sure I just can agree there.
Ow.
Either way,
Ow, dog, please.
It's good.
Alright, so yeah, Kreshia's gonna begin a ritual on a statue. Which one do you want to enchant?
Let's go with the Elven Archer.
Okay, so let's move you over there. Boop. Do you begin the work? This will take a bit, so does anyone else have anything they want to do for the morning?
No.
Curse the fact that I can't do all the things and have to let the parents go.
I'll keep working on the scarf.
Okay.
Alone. So lonely.
Zanza
Showrunnery.
will play around, try to help you. He's only got calligraphy and blacksmithing. Doesn't have scarf making.
I will keep
No,
Kreshia
this is-
company.
This is the magical scarf, remember?
Yeah. Zanza can't do shit.
Alright. So I think we'll leave it off there for tonight, and start next time with Kreshia, Awakening Gargoyle Friend.
Yay!
Dog, I swear to God, if you bite my hair. Ow.
Did she do it?
Yeah, she did it.
Alright, quickly, swear to God. Pick
What's
one.
a god to a non-believer?
Anyway, let's do XP, shall we? Let me get out Annika and Sierra, who both get some XPs too. I need to not forget. So... Experience and advancement. Did you explore a new or interesting location for the first time?
Not really.
Nope.
Okay. Did you discover an interesting truth about the world?
Yeah, apparently lots of monster races saw a fucking vision of the Great Explosion and have started traveling to it like it's some kind of magic mecca.
Okay, yeah, that's a very true thing. Did you make a new ally or lasting enemy?
Yes.
Who?
We made friends with
You
the
spent
ogres
2
and
hours
elves.
making friends with those fuckers.
You know, yeah,
Excuse me,
I'll
it was-
certainly give you that.
It was like at least 30-40 minutes.
Did you advance or complete a quest? Yup.
Woo!
Did you neutralize a direct threat to the Queen's peace? Yup.
Mm-hmm.
You did the thing, everybody. 4 XPs.
73.
I leveled.
Wait, what?
175. You're at 7 then if you're 2 above me. God,
7-1.
why are you always the worst at XP?
Because last time I was told I was 2 EXP below what I was. And now I'm...
Why?
Why were you told that?
I remember you specifically told me I was supposed to be at like 169 or whatever. I was like, last session, it was like, I was like...
No,
oh,
that was the session before, dude. You're thinking wrong.
Hey,
You haven't
Annika
put a
levels up.
number in. Yay, Annika!
great.
Also, yeah, I just put a link into the bottom of the games chat. That's the fucking Phoenix.
I am not opening that on screen.
Oh, no, it's safe. It's not showing you a picture of its butthole made of hands. In fact, it's an awesome gothic horror monster. It is very
Ah. Well, I can certainly
Ooh.
see where the hands are, Jesus.
Kingdom of Death does not fuck around with its body
Kingdom
horror.
Death Monster. Name it correctly, sir.
Fucking... No,
Anyway.
fuck you. I've been following the artist. It's Kingdom of Death. Fuck off. Actually, I recite those fuck offs.
That's a horrifying creature. Holy shit.
Anyway, goodbye, stream. See you later. Thanks for tuning
Peace out,
in.
stream.
We'll see you next time.